Nobles, and they're on the brink of a championship.
By Citizens First Bank, by Billings Tire, by American Gold and Diamond Exchange and the new American Gold and Diamond Exchange Rare Coin and Bullion Investment Center, by the North Tyler Veterinary Clinic, by Southside Bank, by Robertson Automotive.
Wells puts it up from 20. Got it with .6 to go. This game is tied. Wells has tied the game, and we're going to overtime.
It's Apache basketball.
As Barkley has it rejected by Traylon Tyler. Charisma Brown behind the back to put it away. Hambrick in the corner. From 10 feet out, and the Apache ladies go up 12, and that should do it.
Now let's go courtside with Bill Coates.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Wagstaff Gymnasium on the TJC campus. Tonight, Region 14 men's basketball. The 6th-ranked TJC Apaches against the Panola Ponies. Big game tonight for both teams. For Tyler, it is their final home game of the season, and a win tonight would clinch the top seed in next week's regional tournament at Centenary College in Shreveport. On the other hand, for the 19-9 Panola Ponies, 10-7 in conference play, they're currently in a dogfight with Navarra, Bossier Parish, and Kilgore to possibly get a first-round bye. The top 4 teams don't have to play next Tuesday. So Panola would love to get one of those opportunities, and they need a win tonight. Having said that, Panola has been up and down lately. They've lost 2 out of their last 3. They lose to Bossier Parish 88-86 on Saturday. For the Apaches, they've won 12 in a row. Check that, 8 in a row. They're 24-1 overall, 16-1 in conference. They not only lead the East Zone, but they have already clinched the East Zone championship. Navarra is second at 11-6. Bossier and Kilgore 11-7. Panola 10-7. Trinity Valley 9-8. And Paris at the bottom of the heap in the East Zone at 3 up and 14 down. Tyler is battling Angelina for the best regular season record in the conference and the top seed. Angelina is 15-2. This is also sophomore night here at TJC. The Apaches have 7 very good, talented, dedicated sophomores who they'll be recognizing before the game tonight as they play their final home game here at Wagstaff Gymnasium. So the Apaches, who beat Panola back on February 1st in Carthage, 85-70, will try to sweep the regular season series tonight and beat the Ponies and get to 25-1 on the season. Again, they have gone up by 1 spot in the national rankings. Tyler currently at number 6 in the poll with their 24-1 overall record. Mike Marquis and his TJC Apaches against the Panola Ponies tonight here at Wagstaff Gym on a Wednesday night of Region 14 men's junior college basketball on 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio.
Classes have begun at TJC, but it's not too late to sign up for spring. How can that be, you ask? Well, it's because of spring mini-semesters. Mini-semesters mean you can start later and move faster at a schedule that's convenient for you. 12-week courses begin February 10th, or if you want to knock out a whole course in half the time, then sign up for the next 8-week mini-semester, which starts March 16th. But don't wait. Classes are filling up fast. Register right now at tjc.edu/register.
Howdy, Doc Deason here with Real Edge Real Estate in Tyler. As always, you can find me online at docdeasonrealestate.com, and I want to thank those who supported me in the latest Locals Love Us survey. I am honored to have been an award winner again this year in the real estate agent category. Okay, some free advice. If you want to list in the spring, now is the time to be readying that property. If you know of issues, don't wait for a buyer's inspector to point those out. Handle them now, on your time frame. And if you're unsure about your home's condition, consider a pre-list inspection from a licensed home inspector. They're incredibly valuable and normally cheaper than you might think. But the peace of mind they'll bring is well worth the expense. Never mind the fact that it'll allow you to handle issues which will make your home show even better. If you've got questions, I've probably got answers. Call me at 903-262-8680 or DocDeasonRealEstate.com.
Before she was Carole King's superstar, she was Carole King, teenage songwriter. Her music would become the soundtrack to a generation. Her story is the musical of a lifetime. Beautiful. The Carole King musical.
Tickets at cowancenter.org.
Don't add on to your house. Extend your living space into the backyard instead.
The way that they're building a lot of houses now, you have a slab poured for, an outdoor living space.
Bullard Siding owner Chris Chambliss.
But there's no shade, no protection from the elements.
A custom patio cover, crafted and installed by Bullard Siding, can make a huge difference in your backyard.
Patio covers are not the old patio cover like your grandmother had that's a single skin unit that collects leaves and things like that. With an insulated patio cover, you can block a lot of the heat coming through. The patio cover will add value because you're essentially expanding your living space outdoors.
For the very best design and installation of patio covers, pergolas, and outdoor living space, count on Bullard Siding, the most experienced home improvement company in East Texas. Bullard Siding, more than 70 years of East Texans taking care of other East Texans. Online at bullardsiding.com. bullardsiding.com.
92.1 FM, The Team.
We're down to 2 games left in the regular season. Tournament begins next week at Centenary College in Shreveport, and this is the final home game of the 2019-2020 basketball season for the Apaches tonight here at Wagstaff Gym against the Panola Ponies, and head coach Mike Marquis is with us. It's also sophomore night, and some years you've got 1 or 2. Other years like tonight, you've got, 7 of those guys to honor. So this is kind of special, is it not?
No question. Obviously, very close to this group. They've had a great 2 years here. They, really want to try to go out the right way, obviously, and win their last home game. And that is something that they'll remember for a lifetime. And so hopefully we can play well enough to win.
Let's talk about, connection with a junior college. Sometimes these guys come and go so quickly that the fans barely know them. But just talk a little bit about that and trying to connect these guys and make them proud 10 years from now to be TJC Apaches.
Yeah, there's obviously there's a lot of time that goes together and a lot of tough days that no one sees behind the scenes, and some days it's tough love, and some days it's just being there for them and listening and being a friend. And so, you fill a lot of roles, but the school is so fabulous. I mean, you want to talk about unbelievable board, administration, faculties, facilities. I mean, it is just a great, great place. And I think that the longer they're away, the more they realize that while you're here, it's tougher to know because they haven't been somewhere else. But you start to see them, grow more and more fond as the years go by. And so many former players come back every year just to say hi or see a game. It's a special place. There's not a lot of junior colleges that things like this happen.
These kids have a chance, these sophomores have a chance to get to 50 wins in 2 years at TJC. So that's on the table. A regular season conference championship is on the table. Just talk about, highlight some of these young men you'll be recognizing tonight.
Well, I think that, all of them are have had great careers here. And you start, with Jason Bush out of Longview, who has just continued to improve and get better and going to Texas State. And then, you look at DeAndre Hecker, who's came down here from outside of Joliet, Illinois, the Romeoville High School, and, has really put himself on the map, now going to SFA. And, it's just been such exciting, to watch Malik Lawrence Anderson come out of nowhere and just continue to improve and make such an impact on our team. And there's a guy that just got an all academic team that we're obviously very proud of. And then Kiefer Punter's had a great year, 2 great years. He and Malik coming off the bench for us have been great. And local product Ryan Walls from White House High School, who thought we were going to play baseball here instead, came out for basketball and had a great year. And obviously Shahada Wells has had a fantastic career here and has gotten well-deserved notoriety. He's a preseason All-American, and it's going to get some postseason accolades, and it's just a lot of fun to see them go. And then Rory Pamphlet, he doesn't get a lot of notoriety all the time because of his lack of scoring, but my gosh, he's anchored the middle for us and had rebounds, 20 rebounds in a game, which is tough to do, tough to get 10, and she anchored our defense for us, and he's continued to improve. So it's a close group with each other, but also with the staff as well.
All right, pretty good Panola team in tonight for this final regular season home game. What are you up against?
A terrific shooting team. They may take 50 3-point shots. I mean, it's a really good team, plays well together, a little undersized inside in comparison to Kilgore and Navarro and Trinity Valley, but they played really, really well. Have shot the ball extremely well at times. Have been a top 4 or 5 in the country from the 3-point line. So we're going to have to really defend the 3-point line well and rebound well. And, we'll have some little extra motion. I think we're really not that great a team on emotion, so we've got to kind of control that. And Panola's playing to still try to get a bye, still try to get a seeding, second place. Obviously, we're playing to win the league outright. One more win would do that for us. So a lot of special time and just about what you'd expect from the North this time of the year.
And absolutely. And the Apaches have a chance to run the table at home this year. That's head coach Mike Marquis. TJC and Panola coming up, and tip-off of tonight's final home game after this timeout.
Classes have begun at TJC, but it's not too late to sign up for spring. How can that be, you ask? Well, it's because of spring mini semesters. Mini semesters mean you can start later and move faster at a schedule that's convenient for you. 12-week courses begin February 10th, or if you want to knock out a whole course in half the time, then sign up for the next 8-week mini semester, which starts March 16th. But don't wait. Classes are filling up fast. Register right now at tjc.edu/register.
Austin Bank in the palm of your hand with Austin Mobile. Conveniently deposit checks from your smartphone. Safely pay other people. Pay bills. Check balances and transaction history. Transfer funds between accounts. Locate branches and ATMs. Quick, simple, secure. Austin Mobile. That's smart banking. Austin Bank. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, it's Paul Gleiser again with Donnie Thedford of Don's TV and Appliance on South Broadway in Tyler. Hey, Donnie, if my kitchen appliances need replacing, there are a lot of places I can go. Why should I come to Don's?
I would just encourage anyone that can hear this commercial in East Texas that if your oven, your cooktop, your dishwasher goes out in your kitchen, one of those key kitchen appliances, call Don's TV and Appliance. I'll promise you this, our prices are competitive. More than likely, we've got in stock what you need, sometimes available for same-day, next-day delivery, and we have professional installation available. My staff has over 150 years experience in the appliance industry. We can make that transition very easy because not all of those ovens, cooktops, and microwaves fit right back in the same hole, but we can take care of it for you.
The largest inventory of kitchen appliances in East Texas, together with expert installation and service. One more reason that Don's TV and Appliance is the Get More store. Don's is on South Broadway in Tyler, and they're online at donstv.com.
Since 1988, Design Center Signs has been your single-source partner for illuminated signs, electronic message displays, and custom graphics to enhance your brand. Hi, Bill Coates, to remind you that Design Center Signs, a Comet Signs company, has 5 locations in Tyler, Houston, Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio. With these unlimited resources, they can manage any local, regional, or national signage project. Their award-winning team will handle everything from concept artwork to production to installation, wherever your new facility is planned. Whether you're opening your first new business or changing your corporate image, Design Center Signs can make it happen. That's why they've been our longtime partner for your only local news radio, 97.5 FM KTBB and 92.1 FM The Team Sports Radio. Stop by their showroom, Grande Boulevard, between Old Jacksonville Highway and Highway 155 in Tyler, and on the web at DesignCenterSigns.com. Design Center Signs, past winner of the BBB Award for Excellence. Texas license number 18010.
92.1 FM, The Team. This is The Team, 92.1 FM, KRWR Tyler. Colin Cowherd, weekdays 11 till 2. You're on The Team.
Hey, Bill Coates courtside tonight here at Wagstaff Gym on the TJC campus. It's the final home game for the 6th-ranked 24-1 TJC Apaches. Region 14 men's basketball, TJC against Panola. Panola, a good team at 19-9, 10-7 in conference play, and again, still battling for one of those first-round byes. The league tournament begins next Tuesday at Centenary, and again, the top 4 teams don't have to play on Tuesday. Tyler has already clinched one of those spots. If they win tonight, they will wrap up the top overall seed since they've already defeated Angelina head up. So this is a big game for both teams tonight. Panola playing for a possible first-round bye, and the Apaches playing for that top seed and the regular season championship in Region 14. We're also about to recognize 7 sophomores who have contributed a great deal to the Tyler Junior College program. Again, to have 7 of them this year at the junior college level, that is unusual because the kids come and go so quickly. But TJC, throughout its history, has had an outstanding record of having 2-year players. Now, there have been great players who've been here 1 year like Jimmy Butler, but there have been many who have come through and stayed at this university or this school for 2 years and played 2 years of basketball, and we've got 7 of those guys to honor tonight. The first one young man being recognized is Jason Bush, the sophomore from Longview. Jason is headed to Texas State. Again, he is a former Longview Lobo. Each player not only being introduced tonight here, but also to receive a very nice picture, action picture, frame picture of their time at TJC. And so Jason Bush, who has been really a super go-to player for the Apaches and has improved and become a heck of a presence on the defensive end, and he can shoot the 3 as well, is one of those guys being introduced tonight. Another Apache being introduced and about to come out is DeAndre Heckard, who is from Romeroville, Illinois. And again, that's a long way from Illinois to Tyler, Texas, but Heckard has had a 2-year run here that has seen him grow as a player, and he is headed to Stephen F. Austin to join Kyle Keller's program next year. And no doubt that DeAndre, who is a pass first, a distributor more than he is a scorer, can score when needed, but very much a distributor. Meanwhile, the next kid, Malik Lawrence Anderson, in Tyler out of Jamaica. Malik is a 6'6" sophomore who has also earned some academic recognition as well, some all-academic recognition. And Malik Lawrence Anderson, another one of those 2-year guys who has come to TJC and done well. He is going to Rio Grande Valley State to play next year. The fourth player in this group, or the next player in this group, is Rory Pantafollette. Pantafollette is a 6'9" sophomore from St. Martin's, and his time at TJC has been marked by a whole lot of success, and he has become really that go-to guy inside for the Apaches, and Pantafollette has done a heck of a job. Meanwhile, Kiefer Punter is the number 1 3-point shooter in the conference. He is a 6'4" sophomore out of the Bronx, and again, another situation where you know people. Mike was even talking about that during Sports Talk earlier today. You know coaches, you get recommendations, and again, from the Bronx to Tyler, that's a heck of a story. Ryan Walls is an outstanding story, a 6'8" sophomore from White House. Ryan Walls grew up in the area. He came to TJC as a pitcher in baseball, but arm problems ended his baseball career. But he was also at 6'8", a heck of a shooter. And he is a streaky but very effective three-point shooter who, when he gets hot, he set the school record here a couple of weeks ago, hit 10 threes in a game against Paris. And last but not least is Shahada Wells, the 5'10" sophomore from Amarillo, who is headed off to UT Arlington. Shahada Wells, not only among the top players in shooting, scoring, three-point shooting, and assists, but got a great career here at Tyler Junior College. So Shahada Wells, DeAndre Heckard, Kiefer Punter, Malik Lawrence Anderson, Jason Bush, and Rory Pantafollette are the 7 Apache sophomores who are being recognized tonight here at Wagstaff Gym by Coach Mike Marquis, assistant coach Mitch Marquis, and Jeremy Johnson on the TJC staff. Also out there, TJC's athletic director, Kevin Vest, helping recognize these young men, and they all take home an action picture, framed action picture from their time at TJC, and they're getting their pictures taken right now in midcourt as the folks here covering the game are shooting this picture of 7 outstanding sophomores who have been really, truly a team. Wells, a great example of that. Not only is he the league's third leading scorer, he's also the number 2 assist man. He can score 40, but he seems to be just as happy having an opportunity to distribute the basketball as well. So this is a group that have sacrificed individual stuff for the team all year long, and it has made a huge difference on this team. The Apaches at 16-1 in the league, lead Navarra at 11-6, Bossier, Kilgore 11-7, in the East Zone, Panola 10-7, Trinity Valley at 9-8, and Paris at 3-14. Angelina leads the South Zone at 15-2. Blinn is 9-8. Lamar State Port Arthur is 8-9. Jacksonville at 7-10. Lee College at 7-11. Coastal Bend 4-13, and Victoria College 0-18 in their first year in the league. And now we pause to honor America with our national anthem. Jamaican anthem in honor of Malik Lawrence Anderson, one of the TJC sophomores. And St. Martin's, the home of Rory Pantabalette.
Ladies and gentlemen, we honor America by the playing of the American National Anthem.
An interesting touch tonight. Again, the national anthems of Jamaica and St. Martin's to honor 2 TJC sophomores before the playing of our national anthem. And now let's meet the starting lineups and get down to business, play a little basketball tonight here in Region 14. The Apaches will be at Bossier Parish coming up on Saturday to wrap up the regular season. Panola will start Keelan Penny, a sophomore out of Dallas and Jacksonville College, averaging 14.8 points a game. He's 14th in the conference. Christopher Coley out of Jacksonville College and Dallas, a transfer, 8.8 points and 4 rebounds, a 6'6 sophomore. Jermaine Dorsey is a 6'2 sophomore from Houston, also a transfer from Jacksonville College, a 6'2 sophomore, averaging 13.4 points a game. And 4 of their 5 starters are all transfers. Stanton Rose is a 6'2 sophomore from Guyana, who also attended Jacksonville College, averaging 9 points and 5 rebounds a game. And last but not least, Kamari Brown is a 6'3 sophomore from Tallahassee, Florida, at 10.7 points per game. They average right at 90 points a game. They're third in the conference. Tyler is second at 91 a game. And for the TJC Apaches, they will start Shahada Wells, the 5'10 sophomore from Amarillo. Shahada is averaging 21.2 a game. That's third in the conference, 6.3 assists second, and his 46% beyond the three-point arc is third. DeAndre Heckard, a 6'1 sophomore, Romeroville, Illinois, at 12.5 points and 5.8 assists. He's sixth in the conference in that category. Ryan Walls, a 6'8 sophomore from White House, averages 9 a game. He's sixth in the league in three-point percentage at 43. Jason Bush is a 6'8 sophomore from Longview, averaging 9.3 points and 5 rebounds per ball game. And Rory Pantavalette is a 6'9" sophomore from St. Martin's at 9.3 points and 9.4 rebounds. He is currently third in the conference. Earlier today, and the game ended just a few minutes ago, TJC's Apache ladies fell to Trinity Valley in Athens, 71-66. The Apache ladies will most likely be one of the top 3 seeds in the Region 14 tournament. But we'll see how that all turns out after all of that gets sorted out this weekend. But again, the Apache ladies fall at Trinity Valley tonight, 71-66. They had a 3-point lead at the half and played well. But the Apache ladies have lost 4 in a row, and so they're looking to get that ship righted and get back into a groove. Meanwhile, among the other basketball games going on around the country tonight, with about 8 minutes left in the second half, 13th ranked Villanova has a 57-51 lead over St. John's. With about 16 minutes left to go in the second half, 16th ranked Penn State up on Rutgers 45-32. 9th ranked Maryland plays at Minnesota coming up later tonight. Meanwhile, in NBA action this evening, checking some of the scores. This is a halftime score. The Hornets lead the Knicks 56-46. Also at halftime, it's Cleveland over Philadelphia 55-44. The Washington Wizards have a 60-47 lead over the Nets at intermission. Early in the second half, Minnesota a 36-32 lead at Miami tonight. Meanwhile, the Atlanta Hawks, with about 8 minutes left in the second quarter, have a 35-33 lead over the Orlando Magic. Tonight at 7 o'clock, the Rockets will play host to the Grizzlies. The Mavericks are on the road at 7:30 tonight, playing in San Antonio. Dallas has been a better road team than home team this year. The Phoenix Suns will host the LA Clippers. That's an 8 o'clock Central Time tip tonight. And the late game tonight has the Celtics playing the Utah Jazz. As you look at TJC's season, again, they've won 7 in a row coming into this ball game. It has been a season that has seen them win a couple of overtime games. They lost one at Kilgore. Their only loss in 95-92, I believe, final at Kilgore. And then an overtime, double overtime win here, 110-106 over Trinity Valley, the team that they defeated most recently in a game on Saturday, 105-98. Again, earlier, the Apaches knocked off Panola back on February 1st in Carthage, 85-70 in that game. The Apaches hit 12 threes and had a big advantage on the boards, a 45-27 rebound advantage over Panola. And again, you out-rebound somebody by 18, pretty good chance you're going to win this game. The Apaches lead the conference at 91 points per game, or check that, are second in the conference. They're first in points allowed at 70.9. Second in field goal percentage at 51%. First in free throw percentage at 75.4. And they lead the conference in three-point shooting at 41.4. Right now, it projects if the Apaches are the top seed, they would play the first game on the men's side Thursday at 1 o'clock. As the number one seed, the Apache ladies, again, if they do wind up as a third seed, depending on what happens this weekend, they would play Wednesday night at 8 o'clock. And again, our plan is to have both games here on 92.1 FM, the Team Sports Radio, and follow the Apache teams for as long as they go in the upcoming regional tournament, as we have done for many years. Tyler is in their home gold unis tonight. They wear gold shorts and tops with Tyler in block white across the front, trimmed in black. White numerals trimmed in black and black piping. While the Panola ponies wear green shorts, green tops, white numerals. Panola block across the front, trimmed in gold. White numerals trimmed in gold. And TJC will be going right to left across your dial. And jumping center will be Rory Pantavolet, who has a big height advantage over 6'3" Kamari Brown. So TJC with the Apaches getting ready to go right to left across your dial here to open the game tonight here at Wagstaff Gym. The tip control, though, by Kamari Brown, who controlled it to one of his teammates, Keelan Penny, who's on point. Penny on the right wing to Stanton Rose. Around the perimeter left side, back out to Penny. Dribble drive on the left wing, cut off and gets it over to Rose, shoots a three and rattles it home. Rose knocks down a three right off the get-go, so Stanton Rose gives them a three-point lead early in the basketball game. Tyler gets it down low, and they work it inside to Bush. Bush misses, and it'll be rebounded by Panola up the left side. Big game for Panola. Penny around the perimeter right side, spin move by Rose. Works it out top to Jermaine Dorsey. Dorsey kicks it to a teammate, another three on the way, and that is Christopher Coley, who makes it a 6-0 ball game. 19:15 to go here in the opening half of play. Panola's out to a 6-0 lead. They've hit a couple threes. Wells with it on the left side, squeezes off a three, and that's way off the mark. That ball is out of bounds and ricochets into the corner. Pretty good crowd on hand tonight. Most of the lower bowl is filled. The upper seats still have some empty to them, but pretty good crowd for a Wednesday night. Again, no band tonight, but the students are here. And again, a 6-0 Panola lead. Panola has lost 2 out of their last 3, but they're off to a good start tonight. Penny over on the right side. Coley shoots another 3, and they're 3 for 3. And it's a 9-0 lead here early on. 9-0 Panola over Tyler, 3 straight threes. And those threes will get you off to a good start. Dump it down low for Pantavolet. Spins inside off the glass. That's a miss. Tipped up and in by Pantavolet. Pantavolet tipped it in, 9-2. Panola up 7. And the Ponies have the basketball. Right side for Rose. Stanton Rose out to Keelan Penny. Back to Rose on the wing. Rose right side free throw line extended. Working against the Tyler zone. Around the screen. Back to Coley. Almost traveled with it. Almost jumped and came down with the ball. Instead didn't. Penny on the wing with 8 on the shot clock. Gets it back out to Drury. Drury to Coley. Coley to Drury. Drury's going to try to make it 4 in a row. This is a miss. Their first 3-ball miss, and Wells will clear it for Tyler. Up the right side, and the pass intercepted by Panola as Hecker tried to lob it to Rory Pantavolet, and the Ponies intercept the basketball. And on the wing, Stanton Rose. Rose to Coley. Coley up to Penny. Penny dumps it down low for Coley. Coley will shoot a 3 on the way, and he's 3 for 3. Coley makes it a 12-2 ball game. Wow. 4 threes already, and he hasn't missed yet. Panola up by 10, 17.5 to go first half, and Hecker drives the lane and misses. Left-hand layup goes off the front of the rim. Penny into the front court, stops and pops, and this time they miss. Tyler gets the rebound. Bush clears it after the miss by Panola. Tyler down 10 here early on. And here's Bush. Bush in the lane, finds himself open over to Walls on the right wing for a 3 and buries it. Ryan Walls knocks it down, and the Apaches get their first 3. It's a 12-5 ball game. Tyler down 7. Into the front court goes Jermaine Drury. Drury dribbles with it, kicks it up top to Rose. Rose between the rings, looking for a little help. Back to Drury. Drury into the corner for Coley. Back up top to Rose. Rose, fake, kicks it into the lane. Turnaround jumper by Brown from the free throw line. And boy, they're white hot shooting here in the early going. It's a 14-5 ball game. 16:45 left to go here in the first half. And Walls and Heckard play with it. Left side for Wells. Shoots a three. Buries it. From the left wing. Wells off to a great start. A good start tonight at 14-8. Tyler down 6. Baseline Coley. Better watch him. He is pretty going to make that Drury. Over on the left wing to Rose. Rose into the corner. Penny working against Walls. Out top he goes to Rose. Rose to Drury. Drury drives, has his shot rejected out of bounds by Bush, and falling down and hitting that padded wall down there. Drury has to be picked up. It'll be Panola's ball, but a nice defensive play by the sophomore Jason Bush as he swats that ball out of bounds. And counting the ball, Kamari Brown in the far corner will bring it back up top. Not quite 4 minutes into the game. Coley starts to drive, and there's a hand check foul on Shahada Wells. First on Wells, first on the team. And the Ponies will inbound from the side in front of the Tyler bench. In fact, in front of our scoring table position here in front of the scorer's table here at WAG. As he prepares to throw it in, Stan Rose out of Guyana and Jacksonville College will inbound to Coley. Coley back out to Rose. Rose starts a drive layup rejected by Pantavalette off the glass. And here's Wells. Wells behind the back on the left side. Up top to Heckard. Heckard back to Wells. Wells in the lane. Big steps. Left hand layup. Got it. What a nice over-the-shoulder scoop by Wells, who created traffic or managed to elude traffic in the lane and drops it home. Tyler down 4. 3 ball on the way from the left side, and that ball goes in by Rose. Boy, he got a shooter's bounce on that. And the English, after the ball popped out, popped back in. Tyler down 7. Lob to a Bush. Bush back to Walls. Tries another one. This one's short. And the ball retrieved by Roy Pantavalette. Here's Heckard. Heckard spins. Kicks it back up top to Bush. Shoots a 3. Drops it in. Bush from straight away knocks it down. 17-13. Tyler down 4 after trailing by as many as 10 early on. We're about 5 minutes into the game. Across the timeline, Rose, the sophomore. Dribbles on the right side, looks for a screen. Over to Penny on the wing. Penny around Walls. Walls into the corner. They work it left for Coley. Coley dribbles into traffic. Tyler steals the ball. Taken away by the Apaches. Here comes Heckard. Heckard on the left side for Wells. Wells backs left, goes right, down the lane, over the shoulder, flip, no good. Almost had his own rebound. And it's picked up. Drury wants to run with it, down to Penny, and he lays it home. Penny has 5, and they turn to Tyler miss into a fast break bucket. Apaches down 19-13. 14:30 left to play in the first half. Pretty good pace for this game. Up top to Ryan Walls on the wing. Now to Heckard. Heckard jump pass in the corner. Wells squeezes off a 3. Rattles another one home. He's got 8. And it's a 19-16 game. Wells has 2 of those. And he's off to an 8-point start. Apaches trail by 3. Not quite 6 minutes in. Right side for Rose. Rose starts to drive into a triple team out to Penny. Penny drives left side. And into the corner, that is a 3 ball that is good. And that, once again, is Kamari Brown. 22-16. Boy, they're on fire already. They've hit 1, 4, 5, 6 threes in the first half already. Walls to Heckard. Heckard, top of the circle. Head fake and a drive. Shovel pass intended for Pantavalette goes out of bounds. And a media timeout. 13:46 to go first half. Panola 22. Tyler 16 back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM The Team.
Classes have begun at TJC, but it's not too late to sign up for spring. How can that be, you ask? Well, it's because of spring mini-semesters. Mini-semesters mean you can start later and move faster at a schedule that's convenient for you. 12-week courses begin February 10th, or if you want to knock out a whole course in half the time, then sign up for the next 8-week mini-semester, which starts March 16th. But don't wait. Classes are filling up fast. Register right now at tjc.edu/register.
Looking for a team-building exercise? Order Jersey Mike's delivery from Uber Eats. Then share. Collaboration by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. You know that feeling when your kids actually eat their dinner? Get it at Jersey Mike's. Small victories by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Well, Panola is off to a hot shooting start. They've hit 6 threes already in the first 6 minutes and 14 seconds. They lead Tyler 22-16. They had a 10-point lead early. Apaches have fought back. Wells has 8 for TJC. And Panola with the ball and the lead. They've led all the way so far with 13:40 to go here in the first half at WAC. Into the front court, new man checking in, Davian Sanders. Ball knocked away. They've also got number 21, Dominique Jackson, in the game. Jackson starts the drive. Caught in traffic, works it out to Banks. Banks make that Sanders into the corner, and there's a whistle as they blow it dead. There was contact over there and a foul on Malik Lawrence Anderson, who checked in for TJC. For 32 is Aaron Gideon, who's into the game out of Lone City, Panama. And Sanders will inbound at the baseline, throws it up top to Coley, almost stolen by Wells. Over on the left wing, back to Sanders from Wilmer Hutchins High School. Works it right side for Drewy. Sanders caught in traffic, left wing pass to Jackson. Jackson underneath. There's people in front of him. Now Sanders gets it with 2 on the shot clock. Long 3 on the way and a miss. And ricochets in the corner by number 21, Jackson. The Tyler rebounds. Apache's down 6, 7 minutes into the game. Top of the circle, this will be Jason Bush. Bush kicking back up top, and it's Shahada Wells on point this time. And to the left side, Bush shoots a 3, no good. Ball tipped around, almost rebounded by Pantavalet, but taken away by number 10, Jermaine Drewy. Keelan Penny on point, working the backcourt with Davion Sanders. Penny starts the drive, leaves a pass into the corner, left hand, 3 on the way, and that's good by Jackson. That's their 7th. He buried that right in front of the Tyler bench. Leads back out to 9, 25-16. 12:25 to go. It's been uphill for the Apaches so far in this game. And they work it right side. In the lane. Here's Jason Bush. High banker up. No good. Foul called as there was contact on the way toward the rack that time. And that'll be on Aaron Gideon. And that'll be their first team foul, his first. And this will send TJC Jason Bush to the free throw line. He has 3 points in the game. Bush again headed to Texas State, one of those sophomores. First meeting, Wells and Heckard each had 22 points in that game as Bush knocks down the free throw. But the big number in that game was Pantavalet, who had 22 rebounds in that contest against Panola in Carthage. And again, the Apaches won that game by 15. Panola up 25-17, and Jason Bush at the free throw line. Second one on the way, and this one's no good, and kicks into the corner. Picked up over there by number 21, Jackson. Jackson across the timeline. Looks like he's on point on this possession. Cameron Carson has checked into the game. Carson, the cutter, sets a screen. Jackson to Carson. Carson's wide open looking for another 3. This one's no good. Nobody there to rebound except Kiefer Punter, who's in the game. Punter across the timeline to Wells. Wells, big steps, kicks it over on the right wing to Punter. Shoots a 22-foot air ball that goes out of bounds, and the league's number 1 3-point guy missed everything that time. Bush comes out of the game, and Scotty Turner for Tyler into the game. A 6'4 freshman from All Saints. And Tyler sets up in the zone. 11:45 to go first half. Panola goes left to right. Into the front court, Sanders. Around the perimeter, left side free throw line extended. Drury. Drury up top to Carson. Carson to number 21, Jackson. Jackson cut off, out top, long 3 on the way, and that's good, a 9th 3, and that's Drury. Boy, they have bombed away tonight, 28-17. Hard to keep that up all night long. Tyler hit 12 threes in the first meeting, but so did they. The big advantage was on rebounding for Tyler. Entry pass, Turner spins, kicks it over to Lawrence. Down low, underneath, this will be Jackson Kennedy. Reverse layup, gets his own rebound, gets fouled. Jackson Kennedy working hard under the glass that time. And this will be Aaron Gideon's second, the team's second. And that'll send Jackson Kennedy to the free throw line. 11:08 left to play in the first half. Panola up 28-17, but Jackson Kennedy, a freshman from Cumberland Academy, is in for TJC, and he misses the free throw. Tyler, again, has been very good from the line this year as a team. They've been better late in games than early in games, and that's helped them win a couple of times. But early in games, they've gotten off to some slow starts from the free throw line tonight, and this may be one of those nights. Kennedy does hit the second. So the Apaches are down 10, 28-18. 9 minutes into the first half, it has been all Panola so far. as they have bombed in, 9 threes in this game early on. Up top to Drury. Drury hit one a moment ago. To Jackson, back to Drury. Drury this time starts the drive in the lane. There's contact on the way, and they call him for charging. Check that, they call him for traveling. Drury in traffic that time, got pinball between two TJC Apaches and travels with it, so Tyler takes over. They're down 10:45 to go here in the first half. Around the perimeter left side, entry pass, Turner, free throw line jumper, open, got it. Scotty Turner knocks it down. He's averaging about 2.5 a game. 28-20, Panola by 8. Sanders on point this time for the Ponies. Right side quarter court, taps his head with his right hand. There's number 3 on that green jersey. Looking for a screen from Kamari Brown, gets it. Back to Brown for 3 on the way. This is no good. And that ricochet comes down to Heckard, and he has it bounce off his foot and goes out of bounds. Well, that was a needless turnover by the Apaches as they give one away. I think Turner and Heckard both were involved in that, so they will inbound the basketball to Carson and bring it all the way up top to number 21, Dominique Jackson. Jackson's a dangerous guy, too. Into the game playing for the first time is Jarrell Kelly on point. They dump it down to him for a layup, and the Apaches gave one away that time. The turnover turns into points, and Tyler's down 10 again. 9:55 in the first half. Across the timeline, Malik Lawrence Anderson. Left side, dump it inside for Turner. Head fake, Turner has it stolen. Put the ball on the floor, ball taken away. And Panola wants to run with it. They try a dunk and miss it. And the ball ricochets out of bounds and a whistle blows. And this is going to be a turnover. And the ball will belong to TJC. Kamari Brown tried one of those Michael Jordan from the free throw line dunks and missed it. And the ball hit the back of the rim and ricocheted into the stands. So the Apaches get it back 30-20 with 9:35 to go. Heckard at the top, over on the left wing. Punter spots up for 3. No good, front of the rim, and ricochets down again into the waiting arms of Jarrell Kelly. Near side for Carson for 3, and he bombs one in. And Tyler calls a timeout. 9:22 to go. The Apaches down 33-20. And we're back in 30 seconds, so 92.1 FM the team.
In East Texas, we start with a strong foundation. We break ground before we break even, and we grow our reputation before we grow profits. At Austin Bank, the strength of our foundation is East Texas itself. And for over 100 years, the Austin family has lived and served in this community with East Texans in mind. Have you forgotten what it's like to know your banker? We haven't. Austin Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
92.1 FM, the team.
Panola has hit 9 threes in the first 10 minutes and 38 seconds of this game. And they lead 33-20. It's simply that. That's the difference in the game. They're hitting their threes. And the Apaches have done okay, but nothing like this. Fast pace by Panola. Heckard left side. Up top, Wells. Around a screen from Kennedy. Pass into the far corner, and squeezing off a 3 goes TJC's Heckard, and that ball is launched. And it's taken down by Kamari Brown. Brown up the near side to Jackson. Jackson left side for Carson. Carson starts a drive. Hand the ball back to Sanders. Sanders reverse layup, got fouled on the way in. Boy, they're definitely the aggressor in this game. No question for the moment. And that foul is on DeAndre Heckard, his first, the team's second. And Davion Sanders, the 5'11 freshman from Wilmer Hutchins, will be at the free throw line. Big advantage in rebounding in the first game. Both teams hit 12 threes, but boy, this has been something a little bit different tonight by Davion Sanders, by the Panola Ponies, who bombed in 3 threes in this game. 27 of their 33 points are from beyond the arc. Sanders misses the first free throw. We'll get a second one here. Again, the Ponies leading the Apaches by 13. And the second free throw's on the way, missed them both, and Wells clears. Outlet the ball to Heckard. Heckard back to Wells. Into the front court. Left-hand dribble. Wells free throw line extended up top. Heckard. Heckard lobs it inside for Jason Bush. He misses, gets his own rebound, got fouled. Missed the layup, but we'll have to earn these at the free throw line. And number 15, Jarrell Kelly, is called for his first, the team's third. And Bush, who's 1 for 2 from the line, will be trying to get 2 and maybe pull Tyler within 11. Again, this has been Panola's largest lead so far, as Bush measures and hits that first free throw. He's got 5 in the ball game. Tyler plays in Mosher Parish at 4 o'clock on Saturday afternoon. Final regular season game. A win tonight for Tyler would clinch the top seed overall in the tournament next week. And Bush's second free throw is also good. So he had both of them. Bush has 6. Tyler down 11, 33-22. 8:35 left to play first half here at WAG. Panola early lead in this game, and they've led all the way. Kylan Penny. Penny on the right side for Carson, losing the handle on it. Drives right wing, up to Penny. 16 on the shot clock. Penny drives left into the corner. Head fake. This will be Christopher Coley. Coley inside and tries to lay it up. No good, but a whistle blows it dead and a foul called on Rory Pantavalette. Coley fakes the 3, drives with it, and the Apaches got him on the way in. Pantavallette's first is the team's 3rd. That'll send Christopher Coley, the 6'6 sophomore from Dallas, with 9 points, all on 3s, to the free throw line. 8.8 points per game are his numbers so far this year. The free throw that he rattles home, he's got 10 already in the game. 34-22 with Panola up 12. Again, their largest lead has been 13 so far in this contest. And second free throw has got them both. Coley has 11 points in the game, 35-22, 8:15 to go. Tyler across the timeline. Heckard near that TJC logo at midcourt. End of the circle for Bush. Bush dribbles left, passes back to the right wing for Heckard. Heckard drives, leans, scoops, ball lays in and scores. Heckard knocks it down. 35-24. The Apache bench calling for contact in a 3-point play there. They didn't get that call, but they do cut it to 11. Penny at the top. Over on the right wing. Now back to Penny on the right side. Free throw line extended to Carson. Carson starts to drive. Goes inside to Kelly. Kelly back to Carson, and he almost lost it out of bounds. Shoots the 3, no good, and the ball rebounded out of bounds by Panola. Kamari Brown. There were 2 or 3 times the Apaches were angry on that one, including a near out-of-bounds play in front of their bench and a timeout on the floor. 7:37 left to play, but Panola has the lead, 35-24. This is a 30-second timeout on 92.1 FM The Team. Maybe it's the new look you've been dreaming about. It's color and texture that adds life to the rooms in your home, and the pros to make it sparkle are Bison Specialized Construction. Hi, Bill Coates. Bison will brighten your home or office like they did at my home. Let East Texan Justin Eschberger and the Bison team take a look at your project. Whether it's painting, remodeling, roofing, insurance claims, or building that dream home, online at BisonSpecializedConstruction.com. That's BISON SpecializedConstruction.com.
92.1 FM, The Team.
7:37 left to play first half. Panola has led all the way. They've hit 9 threes and lead this thing 35-24. Here at WAG, final home game of the year. Tyler, by the way, 12-0 in this building. They love to run the table this year and win them all. But they're going to have to, they got a little work to do. Panola, again, off to a very hot shooting start tonight. Across the timeline, Heckard, they like to cut it to double digits on this possession. Ryan Wall's back in the game. Heckard lobs inside for Bush. Bush head fake, puts it up off the glass and down. Jason Bush doing a nice job. He's got 8. Waited for his defender to go up, come back down, and he went back up and banks it home with the left hand. Carson, cross-court feed to Penny. Penny looks left, dribbles right around the screen. Shovel pass to Carson, knocked away, and Wells steals. This is a 2-on-1. At the other end, Wells gets fouled. And he'll go to the free throw line. Tyler can cut it to 7. Carson turned the ball over and then fouls Shahada Wells at the other end. That'll be number 4. That'll be number 4 on the visiting team, and Wells goes to the line. Shahada has 8 in the game. And a very good free throw shooter. He knocks down the first one. So this would cut it to 7. Apaches have been as close as 3 in the first half after their slow start. They were down 12-2 at one point in this game. And have been down by as many as 13 at 33-20. They've cut it to 8. 7:04 to go. Second free throw, no good. Tyler trailing by 8, 35-27. 7 minutes left to play in the first half. Across the timeline, Stanton Rose, sophomore out of Guyana. Right side, gets a screen, return feed. Another 3 on the way. This one's off by Drewy, and it'll be rebounded by Heckard to the far corner. Heckard runs it into the front court this time. Bush working against the zone to Wells, and he got fouled that time as he drove left to right. And reaching in, Stanton Rose called for the foul. That'll be his first, the team's fifth, and immediate timeout. 6:42 left to play in the first half. It's Panola 35, Tyler 27, back in 1 minute. 92.1 FM, the team.
Classes have begun at TJC, but it's not too late to sign up for spring. How can that be, you ask? Well, it's because of spring mini semesters. Mini semesters mean you can start later and move faster at a schedule that's convenient for you. 12-week courses begin February 10th, or if you want to knock out a whole course in half the time, then sign up for the next 8-week mini semester, which starts March 16th. But don't wait. Classes are filling up fast. Register right now at tjc.edu/register.
Hey New Orleans revelers, hey Fat Tuesday celebrators, you're invited to get into the Mardi Gras spirit at Choctaw Casino and Resort Grant. Come join the fun during the $140K Cash Carnival giveaway on Fridays and Saturdays in February. Play with your rewards card to earn entries for drawings, and a share of $140K could be yours. Let the good times roll all month long. It's the $140K Cash Carnival giveaway at Choctaw Casino and Resort Grant, exclusively for everyone.
92.1 FM, the team.
Bill Coates with it, courtside, 6:42 to go first half. Panola 35, Tyler 27. Ponies have cooled off a little bit, and the Apaches have cut it back down to a single-digit game, and Tyler's got the ball as they inbound. Ryan Walls to Heckard. Heckard working between the rings this time, guarded by Kellen Penny in the zone. Inside for Bush, in and out on that free throw line jumper, and it's taken down by Panola. Penny up the left side. And Apaches down 8 for a 6:25 to go first half to Kamari Brown. Now back to Penny. Penny between the rings, looking DeAndre Heckard in the eye, gets a screen. Kamari Brown on the left wing, working against Walls, into a double team, fall away 13-foot jumper from the left side is around and out, cleared by Pantavallette. Wells for Tyler, on top to Heckard, to Walls, back to Heckard between the circles. Entry pass Bush, right side, Walls, open, got it, Ryan's second three. And the Apaches cut it to a 5-point game. If Walls heats up, he can match anybody for his three-point prowess. 35-30 Panola over Tyler by 5 with 5:40 left to play. Penny, head of the circle, Tyler in their zone. They'll stay in that. Left side for Drewy. Rose, Drewy, lob inside for Brown. Knocked away, and they call Walls for a foul. No, check that. It'll be a foul. Yeah, it's a foul on Walls his first. The Apaches don't like that call. That's 5 on Tyler. And a foul called on TJC's Ryan Walls. And that got the Apache bench up in arms. Long inbound feed, working against Coley. Coley, inside, cut off, goes left wing to Rose. Rose back out. Here's Coley, starts a drive. Leans in traffic, out to Brown. Long three on the way. That's no good. And clearing the ball is TJC's Jason Bush. He's played well. The Walls on the right side, misses the long three, and it's taken on the ricochet by Panola. This game has had a lot of pace to it, but not a lot of scoring. Apaches were cold early, but the teams have moved back and forth quickly up and down the court and shot a lot of threes. Left wing, Drewy. Drewy holding the ball on the left side, free throw line extended. Now to Coley at the head of the circle. Coley looks left, dribbles right now. Hand the ball back to Brown. Brown leans, his shot blocked by Pantavallette as he went into the lane. Pantavallette all over him that time, and Rory's second is Tyler's sixth. So Rory Pantavallette commits the foul. No real argument about that from the Tyler bench. And up off the Tyler bench will be Kiefer Punter to check back in. Punter had 16 in the first meeting. Kamari Brown at the line, sophomore from Tallahassee, Florida. One of the Panola starters drops in the first free throw. He has 6 in the ball game. So it's a 36-30 ball game with 4:48 to go in the first half. We'll check scores coming up at halftime. And get you ready for the second half tonight. Final home game here at WAG for 2020 for the Apache men. Free throw no good. And Tyler clears. Apache's down 6. Heckard on point. Bush sets a screen. Now he drives down the lane and gets himself a layup that's short. Did everything but convert that time. Went right down 5th Street. That split him, but didn't convert it. And Christopher Coley up top. And there's a tip whistle on the play. Stanton Rose grabs his hamstring. It looks like he pulled up lame that time, and they have to blow it dead and he comes out of the ball game. So an injury brings Panola Stanton Rose to the sideline, and he comes out of the game. And inbounding the ball in front of us is Jermaine Drury. And he throws it into Davion Sanders. Tyler down 6. Sanders dribbles left, now right, loses the dribble, but it's taken by Brown, who saves him that time. And he gives it right back to Sanders. Sanders will back it out, drive left, looking for some help that time, and the ball is knocked out of bounds by Shahada Wells, and it ricochets into the scorer's table here. So with a 36-30 game, they adjust the clock to 4 minutes and 12 seconds and 4 on the shot clock.
He can't catch the ball and stop the clock. Whatever one you want, just pick one up.
And the Panola Ponies will inbound. Christopher Coley starts to drive. Coley's a quick kid. He's in the lane, shoots over Bush. Short. Bush called for the foul. That'll be number 7 on Tyler. And at the free throw line will be Christopher Coley. So Bush will be called for his first. 36-30, Panola leads Tyler by 6. And at the line is Coley, who's had a big first half. He's got 12 points, 3 threes right off the get-go. He hit his first 3. And they've got a bunch of Jacksonville College transfers on this club. It's like they picked up the whole team and moved it here. Second free throw, no good. Tyler rebounds. Tyler down 7, about 4 minutes left to go in the first half. Heckard, left side, shoots a pass inside for Bush. Bush into the corner. Walls dumps it down low. He finds a wide open keeper punter, and punter's off tonight. He misses a 12-footer. Punter not able to hit so far. He's cold early on. And Davion Sanders goes to Penny. Penny drives the lane. Penny puts it up off the glass and down. It's a 9-point ball game. 39-30. The Apaches got it to 5. They just can't get any closer. 3:35 to go. Wells on the left wing. In the lane to Walls. Ryan Walls back to Heckard. Heckard starts another one of those drives and got fouled that time as he hangs in the air long enough to draw contact. On the miss, he'll have to earn them at the line, and the blocking foul is called on Christopher Coley. That'll be number 6 on Panola, and it'll send DeAndre Heckard to the line. The sophomore from Romeroville headed to Stephen F. Austin, had 22 points and 7 assists in the first meeting. Another good free throw shooter. First one good. Again, Heckard and Wells have both split time at point guard. They play together. They can play separately. They're both very effective. And they've really been effective for TJC for 2 years. Second free throw got them both. So Heckard hits both free throws. Back to a 7-point game with 3:25 left here in the first half at Wagstaff Gym. Across the timeline, Sanders to Penny on the right side. Big steps toward the middle. Now we'll back it out. Left wing, Kamari Brown for Panola. Brown starts to drive. He leans, he scoops, he scores. Will it count? There's a foul. They called it for charging. Wave off the bucket, and they call charging on Kamari Brown. Well, the Apaches like that call. They haven't liked many of them so far in the first half, but they like that call, a judgment call. Kamari Brown called for charging. He made the shot, but wave it off. 7-point game, approaching the 3-minute mark. Around the perimeter to Walls. Ryan into the corner. Punter's open, far corner, and this one's off. It's short. He's now 0 for 5, and into the front court goes Drury. Drury to Sanders. Sanders in traffic, back to Coley straight away. He missed it, and Punter with a rebound. Hustling up the left side goes Wells. Wells back to Keeper. Keeper drives the lane. He tries to dunk it, has it blocked and fouled. He'll go to the line. Good for Kiefer Punter, even though he's missed, not losing his aggressiveness that time. And Christopher Coley called for the foul, his second, 7th on the team. And at the free throw line, shooting a pair, will be sophomore Kiefer Punter. Again, Punter averaging nearly 12 points and 4.5 rebounds a game, and has been super off the Tyler bench this year. Certainly worthy of starting, but has fulfilled his role as a backup or as a bench player. He plays a ton of minutes, but just doesn't start. He's filled that role very well this year, and he knocks down the first free throw. If he hits the second one, it's a 5-point ball game. And the second one's on the way, drops them both home. Tyler down 5 again, 39-34. It's as close as they've been in a while. 2:45 left to play in the first half. Pretty good crowd at WAC. And on the left wing, Penny Penny up top to Dominic Jackson down low. Jackson has it knocked away. Tried to take it in traffic. Somebody reached in and picked it off. Heckard out top to Punter. Punter to Walls. Ball knocked away out of bounds across the near side. Intended for Ryan Walls as Penny reached in and tapped it away. But the ball comes out of bounds in front of us here. Tyler will control right at midcourt. With 2:27 left, shot clock has 23 seconds left, and the Apaches to inbound. Got a few folks still coming into the gym here tonight. Bob into the front court goes Heckard. Heckard back to Wells. Wells to Heckard. Heckard to Walls. Walls shoots a 22-footer. Got it. Third three of the night for Walls. Bombed it home. 39-37. Tyler down only 2. Walls has been a big factor in this game tonight from beyond the arc, offsetting some of what Panola has been able to do. In the corner, Jarrell Kelly, nowhere to go. Looking to set a screen for Walls. Over on the wing, this will be Sanders. 9 on the shot clock, less than 2 minutes to go in the first half. Sanders to Penny. Penny shoots a 22-footer, and that's around and out. The ball tipped out of bounds. It'll belong to Tyler. As Dominic Jackson tipped it out of bounds, and there is a timeout on the floor, I think. No, they're going to bring in a sub. Stanton Rose will come in with 1:48 to go. Sanders will check out, and Shahada Wells will inbound to Heckard. Tyler down 2. Again, have fought back from down 13. They've outscored them at 17-6 here in this stretch, and they almost tied the game that time. Heckard misses, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, and ties the game. Ball tipped away after the miss, and Heckard was right there to get it, put it right back up and in. We're tied at 39. The Apaches coming all the way back. They're on a 19-6 run. Left side, Rose looking for a screen to Penny. Penny, head fake, into the corner. Dominic Jackson in front of the Tyler bench. Starts to drive in traffic. Shoots a pass across the lane. Now to Penny. Down to 8 on the shot clock. Penny to the baseline. His layup is off, and it is blocked by Tyler, and they'll call it for charging. Penny called for charging that time. His first and the team's 9th. And again on that drive, he's called for charging, and the Apaches fired up about that. They've got a chance to take the lead for the first time tonight. Wells on the left wing. 39 all with 1 minute to go in the first half. Wells, big steps, right side, into the corner. Walls is shooting well, but he missed this one. And the ball ricochets down, and Wells not able to get the rebound. Jackson into the front court. Jackson loses the handle. Wells with the steal, and at the other end, he's going to lay it up, and the Apaches lead. Tyler leads after the turnover. Wells with the pick and the drive and the layup. 41-39 Tyler. Tyler on a 21-6 run here with 33 seconds left to go before halftime. 18 on the shot clock. Panola with the ball. Left side dribble drive into traffic. Coley make that Drury knock to the floor. And this is going to be a foul on the Apaches, number 22, Jason Bush, his second. Tyler's 8. Malik Lawrence Anderson is in. Bush comes out. And at the free throw line after that hard hit, Jermaine Drury, who has 3 points in the ball game. Drury will go to the line. They have to stop and ask him, young man, are you okay? And apparently he is. 41-39. The TJC Apaches, after trailing by 13, now lead in the game with 26.3 to go. Drury's free throw is no good. And the Apaches clear. Kiefer Punter rebounds. Hands it to Packard, and the Apaches can take the final shot as they spread the floor. They lead by 2, 15 seconds to go here in the first half. 12 seconds left. Heckard still dribbling the ball near midcourt. Down to 9, down to 8. Heckard looks left, dribbles right, starts a drive, banks it up, no good, 4 seconds left. Penny with the rebound. Penny will stop, shoot at the buzzer, short. Tyler will go to the locker room with a lead. Well, maybe not. As he shot and missed, there was a foul on the Apaches. I think he was inside the arc, but there's zeros on the clock, and this is going to be a foul on TJC Shahada Wells. Second on Wells, and Keelan Penny will go to the free throw line, and he's going to shoot 2, I believe. I believe he was inside the arc that time, so this could well wind up being a tie ball game. He's a 90% free throw shooter, so we may well see a 41-all tie here with .4 on the clock as Penny goes to the line. He's going to shoot 3. So he's going to shoot 2. I saw him hold up 3 fingers, and I didn't think so. But now they say he will shoot 2 to tie this ball game. First one's good. So we could well go into the locker room tied. Again, that's a win for the Apaches after trailing for just about all of the first half and by as many as 13. And Keelan Penny measures that second free throw. It's up, and it is no good. Tyler rebounds, and the Apaches will go to the locker room with a 1-point lead. Coming from 13 down, the Apaches have come back to lead 41-40 at intermission against Panola. 92.1 FM the team.
Classes have begun at TJC, but it's not too late to sign up for spring. How can that be, you ask? Well, it's because of spring mini semesters. Mini semesters mean you can start later and move faster at a schedule that's convenient for you. 12-week courses begin February 10th, or if you want to knock out a whole course in half the time, then sign up for the next 8-week mini semester, which starts March 16th. But don't wait. Classes are filling up fast. Register right now at tjc.edu/register.
Hi there, it's Doc Deason with Real Edge Real Estate in Tyler. You can find me online at docdeasonrealestate.com. And now that we've stepped into 2020, there are many New Year's resolutions in play out there. And plenty of them involve real estate, I might add. Maybe you're wanting to finally step out of your own long-standing rental situation and start putting money towards something that'll give you a return on your monthly investment. I'll tell you this, I love working with first-time home buyers, many of who were just tired of renting. I'd be happy to get you with an experienced and, more importantly, a patient local lender to assess your particular situation. Don't put it off, though. The hardest call is usually the first one, but I promise you this, the process is much easier than you think. My direct line, 903-262-8680. That's 262-8680. Check out testimonials from past clients at docdeasonrealestate.com.
Truck Month is a big deal at Tyler Ford. That's because we have one thing the other Truck Month copycats don't have. The Ford F-150, America's #1 selling truck for 43 years straight. You don't stay ahead of the pack by standing still, and Tyler Ford stays ahead with the largest selection in East Texas. So drive it, work it, lift it, off-road it. Just get it and love it. For the best Truck Month deal, it's Tyler Ford.
Do you think you're too old to have your misaligned teeth straightened? Think again.
You look at most adults and their big complaint is their teeth are crooked or they've got spacing.
Dr. Dennis Stansberry of Tyler.
Then you look at their back teeth and they're fine. So you think, this is not rocket science. Let's do something to get their front teeth straight. And of course, this is one of the wonders of modern technology because it makes it pretty simple to do. Teeth that are crowded, you can get them unraveled. Teeth that have spaces, they can be closed. Even cases that I've looked at and I thought, it would take 24 months to do this. They can be done in 6 to 9 months. I mean, it's like by the time you were ready to get your teeth cleaned again, your teeth are straight.
The latest technology, years of experience, and a particular focus on patients as individuals. Dr. Dennis Stansberry. Pursuing excellence and comfort in dentistry. In Tyler on Brookside Drive, just north of the Loop. Online at stansberrydental.com. Dennis Stansberry.
92.1 FM, The Team. This is The Team. 92.1 FM, KRWR Tyler. Sports Talk with Bill Coates, 4 to 6. You're on The Team.
Back at Wagstaff Gym, the final home game of the year for the Apaches, and they lead 41-40 at the half. Kind of an interesting twist to this game. Panola couldn't miss her. They hit 9 threes in the first 10.5 minutes of the game, and then that trailed off. Tyler at one point trailed 33-20, but they close out the first half with a 21-7 run, and they lead at halftime by 1. Shahada Wells is 11, leads Tyler. Ryan Walls has hit 3 threes. He has 9 in the game. Jason Bush with 11 and DeAndre Heckard with 6. Pretty balanced scoring for the Panola Ponies. Christopher Coley has 12 points, 8 for Keelan Penny, 6 points for Kamari Brown. And again, they have 9 3-pointers, but again, all 9 of those coming in the first 10.5 minutes of the game before they cooled off. And the Apaches go to the locker room with a 1-point lead, 41-40 over Panola here at Wagstaff Gym. On 92.1 FM, The Team.
Classes have begun at TJC, but it's not too late to sign up for spring. How can that be, you ask? Well, it's because of spring mini semesters. Mini semesters mean you can start later and move faster at a schedule that's convenient for you. 12-week courses begin February 10th, or if you want to knock out a whole course in half the time, then sign up for the next 8-week mini semester, which starts March 16th. But don't wait. Classes are filling up fast. Register right now at tjc.edu/register.
Honey, is there a problem with the heating?
Yep, I called
Looking for
Corey.
a team building exercise? Order Jersey Mike's delivery from Uber Eats. Then share. Collaboration by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. You know that feeling when your kids actually eat their dinner? Get it at Jersey Mike's. Small victories by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't renew your auto and homeowner's insurance until you call me. Jim Tolman Insurance, 509-1300. At Jim Tolman Insurance, we'll go to work for you. And we shop companies you know and trust like Safeco. We're on the loop behind Chuck E. Cheese and on the web, JimTolmanInsurance.com. You do have a choice. Jim Tolman Insurance, 509-1300. Where saving you money is our #1 goal.
An independent insurance agent like Jim Toman offers many companies like Safeco, Travelers, and Progressive to shop for the best available rate and save you money all the time. And also talk to Jim about life insurance. Remember, life insurance isn't for you, it's for the ones you leave behind. Call 903-509-1300. That's 509-1300. Jim's office is on the South Loop in Tyler behind Chuck E. Cheese and on the web at JimTomanInsurance.com. Jim Toman Insurance.
Woody's accessories and off-road. Bigger is better.
Bigger is better at Woody's Accessories and Off-Road at the corner of the West-Southwest Loop and Old Jacksonville Highway in Tyler. Woody's sells and installs everything you need for any vehicle you have. And for truck owners, think of the convenience, security, and the great look of a professionally installed bed cover, custom fitted for a perfect match. The backflip hard folding cover, the aluminum and bilaminate vinyl roll and lock, the Ultra Flex folding bed cover with an ultra matte finish, or a one-piece textured and painted undercover by Truck Hero. A new bed cover is the perfect final touch for a great look, added convenience, security, and fuel efficiency. Bigger is better at Woody's on the West-Southwest Loop and Old Jacksonville Highway and online at woodystruck.com. That's woodystruck.com.
Woody's accessories and off-road. Bigger is better.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Halftime here at WAG with the TJC Apaches leading Panola 41-40. They came from 13 down to take a 1-point lead. Tyler Apache ladies led at half at Trinity Valley, but wound up losing 71-66 today. Regional tournament starts on Tuesday in Shreveport. Apache ladies will play on Wednesday. The Tyler men will play on Thursday. Time still yet to be determined. Taking a look at college basketball, 12th-ranked Villanova defeated St. John's tonight 71-60 with about less than a half a minute left to play. It's tight, and at Penn State, 16th-ranked Nittany Lions have a 65-64 lead over Rutgers, with number 9 Maryland playing at Minnesota later on tonight. Meanwhile, in the Southland Conference, the Stephen F. Alston Lumberjacks all over Northwestern State at home tonight with about 15 minutes left to go in that game in Nacogdoches. It's 57-29, the Lumberjacks leading Northwestern State. Meanwhile, in the NBA tonight, Mavericks have an early 33-20 lead late first quarter at San Antonio tonight. Also in the second quarter, with about 4 minutes left to play, the Rockets lead the Grizzlies 57-37 in Houston. With about 7 minutes left to play in the third quarter, the Orlando Magic have a 79-75 lead in Atlanta. Mid-third quarter, Miami 74-73 over Minnesota. 6 minutes left to go in the fourth. The Nets over the Wizards 94-93. Cavaliers lead the Sixers 95-84. And the Hornets, about midway through the fourth quarter, have a 94-87 lead over the New York Knicks. Sports Talk tomorrow afternoon at Daniel Boone's Grill and Tavern in Tyler's South Park Shopping Center. At halftime, the TJC Apaches lead Panola 41-40, 92.1 FM, The Team.
Classes have begun at TJC, but it's not too late to sign up for spring. How can that be, you ask? Well, it's because of spring mini semesters. Mini semesters mean you can start later and move faster at a schedule that's convenient for you. 12-week courses begin February 10th, or if you want to knock out a whole course in half the time, then sign up for the next 8-week mini semester, which starts March 16th. But don't wait. Classes are filling up fast. Register right now at tjc.edu/register.
Honey, is there a problem with the heating?
Yep, I called Coy.
Coy Don Heating and Air Conditioning?
Yes, they fix any problem, service any brand, and it's like having a neighbor in your home.
And Coy Don is an independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Call Coy online at coydon.com. Texas Air Conditioning License 801-6084C.
Coy Dot Air Conditioning. Just call Coy.
Coy Dot Heating and Air Conditioning.
At some dental practices, you may never see the same dentist twice.
But think about your physician. Think about how good you felt when you knew that your doctor was your doctor.
Dr. Dennis Stansberry of Tyler.
They just were more in tune with what you needed and what you cared about. And that gets back to a one-to-one scenario.
At Stansberry Dental, you see Dr. Stansberry himself on every visit.
Dental care by committee, a little worrisome because you have different perspectives about what needs to be done. One dentist may think, well, okay, you need this, this, or this, and then the next time you come in, your treatment has changed. Care by committee is like committees in general. The water tends to get muddy.
The latest technology, years of experience, and a particular focus on patients as individuals. Dr. Dennis Stansberry. Pursuing excellence and comfort in dentistry. In Tyler on Brookside Drive, just north of the Loop. Online at stansberrydental.com. Dennis Stansberry.
If all of the problems and decisions of running a business are on you, how do you have time to spend even a second worrying about keeping coffee in the break room? You get to the office, pour a cup of coffee, and get down to the day's business. That's how it should work. Call Noonday Coffee Service one time, and that's how it will work. Noonday Coffee Service does it all. They maintain the coffee maker, make sure you always have clean pots, always keep you stocked in sugar, sweetener, creamer, stir sticks, and cups. Always. You never think about it. Oh, and they'll keep you stocked in great tasting Colombian and Arabica coffees, chocolates, and teas. Single serve coffee? No problem. Noonday offers 3 blends, the best for you, your employees, and your guests. If your coffee service isn't doing all these things, or if you've had to spend even 1 minute in the past year thinking about the break room, call Noonday Coffee Service one time. That's all it will take. Noonday Coffee Service. They're online at noondaycoffee.com. noondaycoffee.com. Noonday Coffee Service.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Second half underway. TJC inbounds. They go left to right on your dial of the second half as Bush inbounds to Heckard. They work it to Bush on the left wing, back to Heckard to Ryan Walls into the corner. Got Wells open from in front of the Tyler bench, and he misses, but Panola gets the rebound. Tyler by 1 to Bush, out to Heckard. DeAndre measures, gets it over to Wells, back to Heckard. Playing against the zone, Heckard with the drive. Heckard with the lean, high banker. He got fouled. He got knocked to the floor that time. Very aggressive move by Heckard, and he was fouled by Keelan Penny. His second, team's first. And TJC's DeAndre Heckard will go to the line. Again, Tyler closed the first half with a 21-7 run, trailing 33-20 to take a 1-point lead at the half. And again, Panola started out like a house of fire, hitting 9 threes in the first 10.5 minutes of the game. Heckard's free throw is good. So Tyler has their largest lead at 42-40 here. Early second half here at WAG. Good crowd on hand tonight. No band tonight, but otherwise a good crowd in this final home game. Second free throw, and Tyler but by 3. 43-40 Apaches. 19:35 just underway left to play in the second half. Across the timeline, Davion Sanders for the green and white clad Panola Ponies to Stanton Rose. Rose to Kamari Brown, back to Rose straight away. 3, and they start out the second half like they did the first. He bombs in a 3 to retie the game at 43. Tyler in the front court, Wells. Wells on the left side starts a drive, leaves it for Heckard on the right wing. Heckard starts another drive, loses the handle on the basketball, gets it to Pantafillette, and he dunks it home. Pantafillette, Heckard saved it, and Pantafillette finished it. And the rim is still rattling after that big dunk. 45-43 Apaches. Buck 5 into the second half. The Apaches dodge a bullet on that last possession. Right side is Stanton Rose. Rose spins, playing against that zone. Spin move by Kamari Brown, who shoots, and he knocks one down. And that's going to be a two-pointer for Kamari Brown. So it's tied at 45, and they're starting off the second half hot. Tyler turns it over. Ball thrown away. It hit Pantavalette, ricocheted off his hand. Penny picks it up. Minute and a half in, tied at 45. Left wing, Brown. Brown, fall away 16-footer. That is way short of the mark, and Pantavalette clears it for the Apaches. Good job by Pantavalette, the league's third leading rebounder. And the young man from St. Martin's gets it across the timeline. Heckard to Wells on the left free throw line extended. Big steps in the lane. Shoots a pass intended for Walls and knocked away, but he saves it. Gets it back to Heckard, and he's fouled again as he drove the lane. He'll go back to the free throw line. And that foul is on Aaron Gideon, his third second team foul. Heckard will go back to the line. DeAndre has 8 points in the game and gives the Apaches a chance to regain a 2-point lead. Back and forth now after that big start by Panola, and the Apaches recover late first half to take the 1-point lead. And DeAndre Heckard with the first free throw. So he's got 9 in the game. Came in averaging 12 and a half. Again, his forte, he can score if needed, but he is more of an assist distributing point guard. Wells can do either one. Certainly a shot creator and an outstanding three-point shooter, and Heckard hits both free throws. Heckard not bad at 38%, just doesn't shoot them that often. Tyler by 2. 10-point game for him. 47-45. We're 2 minutes into the second half. Stanton Rose across the timeline. Big steps going right to left. Ryan Walls on him. Spin move. Back out top. Long three on the way. That's no good. Short by Kamari Brown. Kicks down and taken on the run by Heckard. Heckard, two-hand pass Bush. Bush into the corner for Wells. Wells far side out to Walls. Walls to Heckard. 19 on the shot clock. Cross-court feed to Wells. Wells pulls up. Got it. Bombs away. Wells with 14. And the Apaches lead by 5. Good ball movement created that one, and Wells found himself wide open. Buries one. Timeout coming up for the Panola Ponies. They're down 5, and it's a 30-second timeout. 17:27 left to play. Did he really call a timeout? Guess he didn't. Yes, he did. Thought for a minute it was a 30-second timeout, but he said, nope, I just want to make a substitution. So he blows it dead briefly, and after the made bucket, or after the ball knocked out of bounds, and so it'll be Keelan Penny. Penny into the corner. Drury out top to Dominic Jackson. Jackson to Coley. Coley to Penny. Penny starts a left-hand drive around to Heckard. Puts up a floater. Got it. 10 points for Penny. Nice job. Heckard did a good job to not foul him that time. He went ahead and let him get his shot off. It's a 3-point Apache lead. The Walls. Tyler goes left to right. Heckard's going to drive again. He sees something. He misses. Rebounded by Pantavalette, and he puts it back up and in. Heckard has seen something because he has been much more aggressive with that big first step of his here in the second half. 52-47, Apaches by 5. Penny at the head of the circle. Tyler by 5, ties their largest lead. Around a screen from Coley. Stops and pops from 12 and got another one. He's got 4 of their 9 here in the second half already. 52-49 Apaches. The Walls on the right side, free throw line extended out to Heckard. Will shoot a 3. Got it. Heckard all over the place here in the second half. He's got 7 of his 13 here in the second half, and a 55-49 Apache lead. Tyler by 6 with 16:22 left to play in the second half, and it has been the DeAndre Heckard show for the Apaches. Not quite 4 minutes into the second half. Drury. Big steps going right to left, drives around, Pantavalette, floats it up, got it with a foul. Boy, Drury got the continuation call, the old NBA continuation that time, because he hadn't left the floor, no more than I had. But he got the call on that, and will go to the line to shoot a 3 after a foul on Pantavalette, and that's number 3 on Rory. So they give him the bucket and the free throw coming up. And again, that's an NBA-type call that time, 55-51, Tyler by 4. With Jermaine Drury at the line. He missed the free throw. Tyler there to get the rebound. And it'll be Heckard across the timeline. Tyler by 4. We're 4 minutes into the second half. Entry pass Bush, knocked away. Tyler saves it. Bush tries to root it away from Drury, and Drury reached in and fouled him. After that ball was knocked away, Drury fouls Bush as they grapple for the basketball. Third team foul. And in front of us, Ryan Walls wearing number 21 on that gold jersey with a gold T-shirt. Lobs it into Heckard to Wells, back to Walls, shoots a three from the wing. No good, high back iron miss, and it goes over the backboard. Ryan gets so much height on that shot. That time when he missed, it hit the back iron and ricocheted up and over and hit the 30-second shot clock. It's a 4-point game with 15:45 left to play. Penny will walk it across the timeline. Holds up two fingers, calls out a play. Tyler sets up in what appears to be a zone, and now they come out to pick up Penny. They collapse that zone, but now Penny takes the drive. Penny cut off down there by Bush. Up top to Brown, around Wall, tries to dunk it, got knocked to the floor, foul called. And that was on Malik Lawrence Anderson, who's in the ballgame. Second on Malik, and that's the first on, make that the second on the Apaches here in the second half. And Kamari Brown will go to the free throw line. Brown, the sophomore from Tallahassee, Florida, has 8 in the game. And he has a free throw here to get to 9. Averaging right at 11 points a game. And it's a 3-point game. He can make it a 2-point game here with this free throw with 15:24 to go. Second one is no good. And they're 1 for 3 from the line. Tyler Shahada Wells there to grab it. Gets credit for a rebound. Heckard will walk it across. Heckard dribbles left, looks left, lobs to the high post. Bush into the corner for Wells. Wells puts up a 3, rattles it home. Wells does it again. He's got 17. Tyler back up by 6, 58-52. Leave Wells open, he'll kill you. And Penny looks left. Got Walls in his face that time. Goes behind the back, down the lane, layup, got it. A little too quick that time for Ryan Walls, and Penny with 14 points. 58-54, and the ball thrown away by the Apaches, and at the other end, we're going to get a layup after the tip miss, or the tip interception by Drury. It's 58-56. Turnover turns into points. The Apaches get a little careless that time. Again, the pace good on this game. 5.5 minutes into the second half, 58-56 Tyler. To Walls. Walls to Heckard. Heckard starts a drive. Heckard leans down low, shoots a pass back out to the top, and that shot is good. And that will be Jason Bush with his 10th point of the game. 60-56. The Apaches lead by 4. 14-10 left to go in the game. Penny between the circles, shoots a two-hand pass to Drury. Drury will shoot a 3 over Walls. The whistle blows it dead, and a 3-point opportunity. Make that a 3-second call. Called against Panola, and the Apaches force the turnover. Malik Lawrence Anderson, Shahada Wells, Kiefer punter. Jason Bush and DeAndre Heckard in the game. Wells set up on the left side as Heckard works the point. Wells to Anderson. Malik around the perimeter left side for Wells. Wells lobs inside, intended for Bush, and they throw it away. Ball went one way, player went the other. Here's Keelan Penny. Penny down the lane. Penny caught underneath by Malik Lawrence Anderson. Shovel pass across the lane. Kamari Brown caught it. Whistle blows it dead. And they'll call a hand check foul on Jason Bush for TJC, and that's Bush's third. Third on the Apaches. 13:39 to go. And I think we're going to get a media timeout. Tyler 60, Panola 56. The Apaches by 4 on 92.1 FM, the team.
Before she was Carole King's superstar, she was Carole King, teenage songwriter. Her music would become the soundtrack to a generation. Her story is the musical of a lifetime. Beautiful. The Carole King musical.
Tickets at cowancenter.org.
Honey, is there a problem with the heating?
Yep, I called Coy.
Coy Don Heating and Air Conditioning?
Yes, they fix any problem, service any brand, and it's like having a neighbor in your home.
And Coy Don is an independent American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning dealer.
Call Coy online at coydon.com. Texas Air Conditioning License 801-6084C.
Coy Dot Air Conditioning. Just call Coy.
Coy Dot Heating and Air Conditioning.
92.1 FM, the team.
13:39 left to play in the second half. Tyler up 60-56 over Panola after trailing by 13 in the first half. But Panola, a good team with a 10-7 league record, looking for their 20th win and a possible first-round bye. They intend to make a game out of this. The Apaches have their hands full in this final home game. Penny looking to inbound. He's going to have to hurry to beat the 5-second count. Does to Brown, shoots and scores off a screen from 15, and Kamari Brown makes it a 2-point game. Apaches up quickly. Punter, right side. Jump pass out to Heckard at the top. Entry pass to Turner near the free throw line. Turner to Heckard. Heckard, head fake in the corner. Wells shoots from the far corner. This one's around and out. And there to get the rebound is Carson. And the Panola Ponies can either tie or lead in this game. Carson on the left wing. Out top to Coley. Coley cut off by Anderson. Out to Carson. Carson near the free throw line. Back to Coley. Coley back to Carson. Shoots a three to take the lead and does. Carson knocks one down. That's his second three, and Panola back out to a 1-point lead. It's a 61-60 ball game. Scoreboard has 60-60. I thought that was a three. It is a three. 1-point game. Tyler to answer. Malik misses from the corner. Rebounded by Turner. Puts it up and misses the follow layup. Had a great opportunity to put one in that time off an offensive rebound. Panola by 1. 12.5 minutes to go. Coley up top. Coley loses the dribble. Manages to save it to Carson. Sets a screen for him. Carson shoots another three. This one's off. And that ball kicks down to Scotty Turner. Turner to Wells, who'll walk it across the timeline. Wells in the lane. Wells puts up a leaning one-hander. No good. Tipped up. Rebounded momentarily by Tyler. Scotty Turner had it, and the ball knocked out of bounds by Panola. Tyler will control. They may call a foul that time. No, they're going to say reset the shot clock to 20. No foul. Tyler will inbound. Punter in front of the Apache Bells down to our right along that padded wall. Entry pass to Turner. Turner bounces down low looking for Punter, and the Apaches lose that one out of bounds. So Tyler a little bit stuck in the mud right now offensively. 12-10 to go in the second half. Panola by 1, 61-60 here at Wag. Penny into the front court, working around the screen. Up top to Carson. He seems to have the hot hand right now to Penny. Penny starts to drive. Penny with that big first step. Missed it, and Lawrence clears. Kind of like Heckard. Penny able to penetrate because he's so quick. And the Apaches get it right back. Punter to Wells on the left wing. Wells, no look past Kiefer Punter. Right side for Heckard. Entry pass to Turner. Turner put the ball on the floor. There was contact. And it'll be a foul on Keelan Penny. Not sure why Scotty Turner felt the need to dribble it. When you do that, you let everybody get an opportunity at you. It's their fourth foul, his first. Tyler will inbound. They got lucky on that one because Turner made a bit of a mistake. Top of the circle, almost turned it over. Long entry feed to Heckard in the corner for Wells. Wells to Scotty Turner. Free throw line jumper, banked it, no good. Ball tipped around. Wells tips it right back out to Punter. Punter back to Wells. Tyler gets a second opportunity. Out to Kiefer. Straight away. Three. Yes. Around, out, and down for Punter. His first three of the night. Apaches regain a 63-61 lead. 11:20 to go. Carson from NBA three-point land misses a long one. Ball kicks into the corner and taken on the run by Kiefer Punter. The sophomore from the Bronx gets it to Wells. Head fake in a drive. Wells down the lane. High off the glass. That's no good. Stanton Rose with a rebound. Panola wants to run. To Penny. Lost the handle. Now Sanders regains it. Now to Rose. Left side. Kamari Brown. Straight away. It'll be Stanton Rose with a three-point miss and a rebound by the Apaches. Hard rebound that time by Kiefer Punter, but he got it. Tyler by 2 with 10:45 left to go in the ball game, or at least in regulation, and Wells stops at the free throw line. Wells on the wing over to Turner. Back to Wells, left side. Starts a drive. Pulls up. Stutter start. Back out top to Scotty Turner from the wing. No good. Ball around and out. Just doesn't quite have the shot down yet. And there to rebound is Sanders. Sanders cut off in the lane. Bounces it back out to Carson. Carson dribble drive. Free throw line jumper. And Carson has done a good job here in the second half. He has 5. Game retied at 63. 10-10 left to play in regulation. Right side feed for Punter. Punter working on the right wing, shoots a long three in front of the Tyler bench, got his second in a row. Punter heating up, Tyler by 3. 10 minutes left to play in the game. 66-63 Apaches. Sanders across the timeline, looks at the officials, says timeout, and we'll take one. 9:56 left to play. Tyler 66, Panola 63. It's a 30-second break on 92.1 FM The Team.
This is Bob Peters. Every lawyer licensed by the Texas Supreme Court is allowed to practice law in our state. Some of those attorneys handle cases involving injuries, but only 3% of all lawyers are board certified in personal injury law. It makes a difference. I recommend the law firm of Roberts & Roberts if you've been injured. Randy and Bruce Roberts are board certified in personal injury trial law. And Roberts & Roberts is an East Texas law firm with a history of helping injured people. Call them in Tyler at 1-800-248-6000.
92.1 FM, The Team.
9:56 left to play in regulation. Tyler 66, Panola 63. Apaches have hit 4 threes, make that 5 threes here in the second half. They lead the league in three-point percentage, but Panola has matched them tonight pretty much shot for shot from beyond the arc. Tyler leads it, though, by 3. They trail by 13 in the first half. Stanton Rose for Panola. Dominic Jackson now back out to Sanders. Sanders with a dribble drive, cut off, and a reach-in hand-check foul called on TJC Shahada Wells. And that's 3 on Wells, who rarely gets into foul trouble. But they'll have to be careful now with Shahada with 9:44 to go. Wells may have to come out of the game briefly. We'll see. But 3 fouls on Wells. He's a smart player and rarely gets into foul trouble. And Jackson to inbound, baseline left. Jackson to Kelly in the corner. Kelly throws the ball away, tried to lob it to Jackson, and punter took it away from him. Punter to Wells across the timeline. Shahada sets up shop on the left wing. Shahada free throw line extended, back out to Heckert. Heckert right side for Kiefer Punter. Punter left side, it'll be Shahada Wells, and Wells back to Heckert. Heckert starts a drive, leaves it down low for Malik Lawrence Anderson, and he lays it in. Drops a dime on Malik for the bucket. Tyler up by 68-63. That ties their largest lead of the night. 9:10 left to play in regulation, and the Apaches by 5. Approaching 9 minutes left to play in regulation. Stanton Rose to Keelan Penny. Penny works it against Heckert. Down the lane, into the corner. Kelly tries to back down Malik Lawrence Anderson, puts it up high off the glass and down. Nice move by the big kid, Jarrell Kelly, the sophomore out of Sumter, South Carolina. And it is a 68-65 game. Into the corner, Malik for 3, and that's short. And it'll be Dominic Jackson retrieving. 8:35 left to go. And into the front court goes Keelan Penny, working point for Panola. Panola's Kamari Brown with it. Now left, right, now back to the left. Dumps a pass for Kelly. We'll try the same move on Malik. We'll put it back up and in. And Kelly's hit 2 in a row. And Malik hasn't been able to hold it. Got to hold his spot. It's a 1-point game, 68-67. Tyler up 1. Here's Wells. Big steps. Drive down the lane. Off the glass and down. Wells with a dribble drive and right past his defender. He's got 19 in the game. And Tyler leads it 70-67. And we've got 8 minutes left to go in regulation. Into the far corner for Kamari Brown. Brown dumps it down low for Kelly. Same thing working against Malik. Shoots a pass across to Penny. Penny starts a drive. Keelan Penny has it stolen. And Wells comes away with it, and he got fouled. Wells stepped in front of that and picked it off. And as he was about to reach midcourt, Stanton Rose reaches in and gets him. That is their 5th foul. Tyler will inbound near midcourt across the way. Jason Bush is in. Scotty Turner is out of the ballgame. And Wells will inbound to DeAndre Heckert. Heckert, right side for a keeper punter. And they get it back to Heckert. Heckert starts a drive, leaves it. Back out to Wells, back to Heckert. Open straight away, 3 on the way. Got it. He's hit 2 of those. And Heckert has been the story here in the second half with 10 of his 16. Apaches lead by 6. That's their largest lead of the night with 7:25 left to play in regulation. 73-67. Stanton Rose, cross court left, hands it to Penny, who goes back right. Tries to run the cones in the lane. Stops, gives it to Kamari Brown. Brown shoots over Heckert and drops it in. That is a 3 and a timeout call. That's a 3 ball by Kamari Brown and a timeout by Panola. 7:12 to go. They've cut it back down to a 3-point game. It's a 1-minute break. Tyler 73, Panola 70. Back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM The Team.
Classes have begun at TJC, but it's not too late to sign up for spring. How can that be, you ask? Well, it's because of spring mini semesters. Mini semesters mean you can start later and move faster at a schedule that's convenient for you. 12-week courses begin February 10th, or if you want to knock out a whole course in half the time, then sign up for the next 8-week mini semester, which starts March 16th. But don't wait. Classes are filling up fast. Register right now at tjc.edu/register.
You know the saying, use the right tool for the right job. Like hammering a nail, use a hammer. Flipping a burger, use a spatula. Going fishing, use a pole. Well, at Stewart's Donnybrook Automotive, we have the right tools to get you back on the road. From engines, brakes, tune-ups, radiators, to suspension, steering, and air conditioning. You'll get the best service in town. We can shake on it. Stewart's Donnybrook Automotive. We're ready to give you a hand.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Panola's timeout killed it momentarily with 7:12 left to play. Tyler leads 73-70. If the Apaches win tonight, they clinch the top seed for the entire season in Region 14. And they'll be the top seed in the tournament next week. They play at 1 o'clock next Thursday. Wells starts to drive, backs out near the free throw line, starts to drive, leans, scoops it up, no good. Ball tipped into the corner and out of bounds. And who was the last to touch? Apparently the Apaches. 73-70. Tyler misses an opportunity that time. They're up 3 with 6:50 left to play in regulation. Stanton Rose works it across to Kamari Brown. Brown hit that last three, and he starts to drive, and a hand check foul called against TJC, and that's on Hecker. Hecker being called for holding. That's Tyler's fifth and his second. And it'll be Dominic Jackson, the sophomore from Dallas at Sheridan College. Top of the circle for Kelly. Kelly hands the ball back to Penny. Penny looks left, shoots the three straight away, no good. Ball hit the back iron and kicks out. Punter with a rebound. Done a nice job in the second half. And it'll be Heckert across the timeline. Heckert working near midcourt for TJC. Heckert goes to Wells on the left side. Wells on the left side, quarter court, starts to drive, leans in the lane, back out to DeAndre. DeAndre around Penny, takes it up, layup is no good, tipped up and almost taken by Tyler. There's a collision in the backcourt, and this is going to be on Jason Bush after the miss. And this one's on Bush, and that'll be his fourth. So Bush has 10 points and 4 fouls, and Jason Bush will have to come out of the ball game with those 4 fouls, and Scotty Turner will check back in. So Bush will come out. His final game here at WAG. Of course, he's an East Texas kid from Longview, but he does not want to foul out. They may need him down the stretch because we're at 6:10 to go. Tyler up 3. And Keelan Penny head of the circle. Penny looks right, passes that way to Jackson. Jackson at the free throw line extended, spins to the low post, kicks it into the corner. Kamari Brown shoots a 3 to tie, misses. Ball had very low trajectory, and once again it's Punter with a rebound. The Apaches will bring it up. We're under 6 minutes left to go in regulation. Tyler with a 3-point lead in the ball. Wells and the Apaches spread the floor. Back out to Heckert. Heckert working against this zone. And up top they go left side. Punter spots up for 3. Bottom of the net, his third. And boy, has he been a difference off the Apache bench. 76-70 Tyler. 5:25 to go, and Punter and Heckert have been the main cogs on the Tyler offense in the second half so far. Keelan Penny, big steps going right to left across the lane. Cut off at the low post. Back out top for Jackson. Jackson bounces on the near wing. Kamari Brown's 3 is way short of the mark and taken down as it hit the front of the rim, knifing in front of a defender to pick it up is Wells, who'll walk it into the front court. 5 minutes left to play in regulation. Tyler by 6. Under 5 minutes to go on the clock ticking. Heckert to Wells on the left wing. Wells dribbles the ball away from Jackson momentarily. Now over to Heckert, now to Punter. In the lane, Turner, free throw line, jumper, yes! 8-point lead, Tyler's largest, 78-70. 4:40 to go, and the Apaches have an 8-point lead. It is their largest of the night. Right side feeds Stanton Rose. Dribbles with the left hand between the rings, spreads it out. Pass on the left side again for Kamari Brown. Whistle underneath, and they'll call an offensive foul on Panola's Jarrell Kelly. Second on Kelly, 6th on the team. As he was trying to get that low post position, he's been pretty effective, but that time they called him for the foul. And with 4:28 left, TJC has a chance for the first time tonight to take a double-digit lead in this game. As the Apaches bring it up, it'll be DeAndre Heckard. Turner runs next to him as he sets up shop on the right side. Heckard pulls up inside the arc, misses. High banker, rebound, no good. Our rebound is taken down by Brown. Left side for Penny. Penny stops on the wing, starts a drive, kicks it into the corner. Dribble drive by Rose. Rose off a screen, going right to left across the lane, and knocks it down. It's a 6-point game, 78-72. 4:04 to go, and again, Panola refusing to go quietly tonight as they trail the Apaches by 6 under 4 minutes left to play in regulation. Heckard looks left, dribbles that way. Hand the ball back to Wells on the switch. Shahada pulls up inside the arc, and that's no good. Ball tipped around, taken by Drury. Drury to Penny. They're down 6. Penny hand the ball back to Stanton Rose. 3:42 left to go in the game. Back to Drury. Drury to Brown. He's been their hot hand. Kamari Brown. They'll have to come out and pick him up. Brown dribbles left, hands the ball back and throws it away, trying to hit Penny. Kiefer Punter will take it all the way in. He got fouled. They may call goaltending. That ball rejected off the glass by Penny, but I don't think they're going to call goaltending, but let's see what the official says. There is a foul here, and it will be a foul on Keelan Penny. That'll be his 4th, and that will send Kiefer Punter to the free throw line. The Apaches wanted goaltending. Did not get that call, but they do get a very good free throw shooter at the line, and Kiefer has 3 threes in the second half, and 11 in the game, 11 points. And he's been a big difference offensively. He could give Tyler an 8-point lead again. Nope, missed the first free throw. Punter is very good, has been very good down the stretch in these games from the line, but he missed there. So a free throw here would give the Apaches a 3-possession lead. Here with 3:29 left in regulation, let's see what Kiefer Punter does on this second free throw. 2 dribbles, spins the ball, crouch, shoots, scores. And Kiefer Punter with 12 in the game. Tyler leads it by 7. It's a 3-possession game. 3:25 left. 79-72 Apaches. Stanton Rose clears traffic on point. Up top to Drury. Drury stops on the wing. Baseline. Kamari Brown launches a 3. That's bottom of the net. And that keeps him in the game. Timeout called by Panola. It's a 4-point game with 3:14 to go. Tyler 79, Panola 75. We could have a great finish tonight here at WAG. Back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM, The Team.
Looking for a team-building exercise? Order Jersey Mike's delivery from Uber Eats. Then share. Collaboration by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. You know that feeling when your kids actually eat their dinner? Get it at Jersey Mike's. Small Victories by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Classes have begun at TJC, but it's not too late to sign up for spring. How can that be, you ask? Well, it's because of spring mini-semesters. Mini-semesters mean you can start later and move faster at a schedule that's convenient for you. 12-week courses begin February 10th, or if you want to knock out a whole course in half the time, then sign up for the next 8-week mini-semester, which starts March 16th. But don't wait. Classes are filling up fast. Register right now at tjc.edu/register.
92.1 FM, The Team.
3:14 left. Tyler with the ball and the lead. Kamari Brown just hit a 3 to make this a 4-point game. 79-75 Apaches, and now Panola wants to press. Scotty Turner inbounds it to Heckard.
Go, KP.
Heckard working backcourt, looking for a little bit of help. Still hasn't made it across the line. Now he has. Rose follows him across the timeline. Heckard near midcourt. Spread the floor with 3 minutes left to go in regulation. Scotty Turner back over to Heckard. 13 on the shot clock. Tyler with the ball. To Punter, to Heckard. Heckard to Wells. Wells back to Heckard. 6 on the shot clock to Punter. Punter shoots a long 3. That's secure. Kiefer Punter's 4th. And that was right in front of us from NBA range. That cures a lot of problems. 82-75, Tyler. 2:35 left to go. And Keelan Penny with the ball. Out top, he works it to Rose. Rose, big steps. Looks left, passes to Brown. Back to Rose. Rose in the lane. High banker over Malik Lawrence Anderson, no good. Follow, no good. Scramble ball on the floor. And it goes out of bounds, and there's a foul on TJC. Or no, it's on Stanton Rose. Apaches get it back. Stanton Rose called for the foul. That's his third, the team's 8th. And TJC with a 7-point lead, 2:21 to go. And a 1-and-1 coming from Malik Lawrence Anderson. He could give Tyler their largest lead. So Malik and Stanton Rose going after that miss. And they said Rose climbed his back that time. And so the foul called on Stanton Rose. Third foul on Rose. And here's Malik Lawrence Anderson at the line, still looking for his first free throws of the night. And he misses. And again, the Apaches don't need to be missing free throws at this point in the game with 2:15 to go. This is where they've been really good this year. Baseline. Penny's three is in and out and a miss. Tyler with a 3-possession lead, 2:05 to go, and the Apaches rebound the miss. After Penny missed the three, we're at 2 minutes left in regulation. Tyler up 82-75. They trap Heckard. He gets rid of the ball to Wells, and Wells will back it out. Wells very good at playing keep away, does to Heckard. Heckard drops a pass into the corner. Bush for three. That's a miss. High rebound, and Malik gets the rebound. How about Malik Lawrence Anderson with 1:40 to go? Malik got a big offensive rebound for Tyler. Pass over to Wells. Wells to Punter. Punter with 10 on the shot clock, playing keep away. Punter calls timeout with 1:33 to go and 7 on the shot clock, and the Apaches take a break. Under heavy pressure, this is going to be a full timeout, I believe, with 1:33 left to go. Tyler 82, Panola 75, back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM The Team.
Classes have begun at TJC, but it's not too late to sign up for spring. How can that be, you ask? Well, it's because of spring mini semesters. Mini semesters mean you can start later and move faster at a schedule that's convenient for you. 12-week courses begin February 10th, or if you want to knock out a whole course in half the time, then sign up for the next 8-week mini semester, which starts March 16th. But don't wait. Classes are filling up fast. Register right now at tjc.edu/register.
Looking for a team-building exercise? Order Jersey Mike's delivery from Uber Eats. Then share. Collaboration by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above. You know that feeling when your kids actually eat their dinner? Get it at Jersey Mike's. Small victories by Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Well, the Apaches trying to win the regular season championship. They're 1:33 away from doing it. 82-75 over Panola. Tyler's got the ball. 7 on the shot clock. Inbounded to DeAndre Heckard, who gets fouled, and Heckard's awfully good. So this one is going to be on Penny, and he is just fouled out of the game. Their point guard, Keelan Penny, fouls out with 14 points. And at the line, DeAndre Heckard. If he hits both free throws, Tyler has a 9-point lead with 1:32 to go. Certainly not a killer, but it would certainly look better as he shoots the first one and knocks it down. He's got 17 points in the game. And Heckard has been money this year down the stretch in games for TJC. Second one is good, a 9-point Tyler lead with 1:32 left to play, 84-75. Inbounded, they'll let the ball roll all the way to midcourt, and Stan Rose will pick it up to save time. Once he touches it, the clock starts, and he does. He dribbles left, shoots a pass down low, and a dunk by Kelly on an alley-oop. Cuts it back down to a 7-point ball game. They press. Tyler gets it into Bush. Bush to Heckard. Heckard with 1:19 to go. Back to Bush. Bush dribbling with it, and they call a 10-second call against Tyler. Tyler did not get it across the timeline. Pressure worked that time, and the Apaches turn it over. 84-77. The Apaches lead by 7, but they just turned it over with a backcourt violation. Consumed too much time, 1:16 to go. Panola hits a 3 here. We got a game again. Right now it's a 3-possession game. Spin move by Drury off a screen. Goes to Carson. Carson drives. Carson down the lane, puts up a floater, and he does make it, and a foul called, and this is going to be a 3-point game here in a moment after a foul on Kiefer Punter. We got 1:08 to go. That's an eternity in college basketball. And Navarro's about to cut this to, or Panola is about to cut this to a 4-point ball game. So the Apaches up 9 have given away 5 straight points if Carson hits this free throw. And he does. So this is now an 84-80 ball game with minute 5 left. Tyler having trouble in the backcourt. Now they get it to Wells. Wells had better hurry, and they foul him. So Wells will go to the line. And this will be on Drewy. And they are over the limit. This will be a double bonus situation for Shahada Wells. Tyler by 4. Gets 2 free throws here, and it would put it back up to 6. It is a 2-possession game, and Wells at the line. Shahada hits the first one. Wells with 20 points in the ball game. His season average at 21.2. He's 3rd in the conference, and he's a good free throw shooter. Second one on the way. He knew it. Backed away as the ball drops home. Tyler by 6, 86-80. With 1 minute left to go in regulation. Across the timeline, Rose on point. Rose stops at the top of the key, misses. Ball tipped around, and Bush gets a big rebound for Tyler. After the miss, here's Shahada Wells. Wells drops it across the timeline and has it stolen. 45 seconds left. Drewy shoots a 3, misses, tipped up. Tyler's Heckard gets the rebound and gets fouled. With 39.1 to go, he'll go back to the free throw line after a foul on Jerry Kelly. 3rd on Kelly, and the Apaches got a big rebound that time after the miss. And they have a chance to take an 8-point lead and make this a 3-possession game. This has been another hard-fought home game. The Apaches have been winning them, but they have had some tough games. That game against Kilgore was 70-67, but much like this last week, it took big ones down the stretch to get it done. Big rebounds and a big free throw by Heckard to make this a 3-possession game with 39.1 to go. Gerald Kelly comes out. 87-80, the Apaches lead Panola. They're 39.1 seconds away from a regular season Region 14 championship. Both free throws are good. Tyler leads it by 8, 88-80 with 39.1 to go. Apply some backcourt pressure here to make him pick the ball up. The clock runs at 35. Stanton Rose at the top of the circle. He goes left to right, takes it down the lane, layup good, and a whistle blows for a timeout. Stanton Rose makes the bucket. Now, of course, Panola calls timeout. 88-82. Tyler leads by 6 with 30 seconds left to go. Back in 1 minute on 92.1 FM The Team.
In East Texas, we start with a strong foundation. We break ground before we break even, and we grow our reputation before we grow profits. At Austin Bank, the strength of our foundation is East Texas itself. And for over 100 years, the Austin family has lived and served in this community with East Texans in mind. Have you forgotten what it's like to know your banker? We haven't. Austin Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Maybe it's the new look you've been dreaming about. It's color and texture that adds life to the rooms in your home, and the pros to make it sparkle are Bison Specialized Construction. Hi, Bill Coates. Bison will brighten your home or office like they did at my home. Let East Texan Justin Eschberger and the Bison team take a look at your project. Whether it's painting, remodeling, roofing, insurance claims, or building that dream home, online at bisonspecializedconstruction.com. That's BISON specializedconstruction.com.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Panola presses Tyler by 6, 30.2 seconds left, and they're going to go full court. The Apaches will have to be careful here. But if they can just get the ball inbounded, Panola's going to need to foul. They inbound to Heckard. Heckard's going to get away from him. He'll run it into the front court to Malik Lawrence Anderson, back to Wells, and they have to foul Wells. Now, that's the way to do it. That foul is on Stanton Rose, his 4th, and that will send Shahada Wells to the line. Boy, they got that across the line quickly, and nobody could catch DeAndre Heckard. They couldn't foul him. Then to Malik, then to Wells. He got fouled, and Wells knocks down the free throw. Now, that's the way to break a press. It's a 3-possession game again with 24.7 to go, and it's 89-82. So a savvy, sophomore-laden Apache team. Both free throws by Shahada, 90-82. Tyler by 8. 24.7 left to play. Across the timeline, Rose down to 21 seconds. Rose dribbles right. Kicks a pass back out top. Long 3 on the way by Maury Brown. He misses. Ball is loose. They get it back. Carson shoots a 3 with 12 seconds left. He misses. Ball knocked out of bounds, and who will it belong to? It'll belong to the Apaches, I think. No, it's going to belong to Panola with 9 seconds left to play. Apaches by 8, and the math's starting not to work. It's going to be Apache basketball. It will be Apache basketball. Shielded for a moment. All right, the Apaches just looking to inbound the ball, and Panola's going to let them dribble out the clock. So that's it. Panola calls it off, and the Apaches will win tonight. 90-82, the TJC Apache men's basketball team is the Region 14 regular season champion for 2019 and 2020 as they defeat the Panola Ponies tonight here at WAG at 90-82 and wrap up a 13-0 perfect home regular season. Tyler can do no worse than tie on Saturday against Bossier Parish if they were to lose the game. They haven't already beaten Angelina. They would still own the tiebreaker, so the Apaches are the #1 seed in the conference tournament next week by virtue of their win tonight over Panola here at Wagstaff Gym. 90-82 Tyler on 92.1 FM The Team.
Classes have begun at TJC, but it's not too late to sign up for spring. How can that be, you ask? Well, it's because of spring mini-semesters. Mini-semesters mean you can start later and move faster at a schedule that's convenient for you. 12-week courses begin February 10th, or if you want to knock out a whole course in half the time, then sign up for the next 8-week mini-semester, which starts March 16th. But don't wait. Classes are filling up fast. Register right now at tjc.edu/register.
Howdy, Doc Deason here with Real Edge Real Estate in Tyler. As always, you can find me online at docdeasonrealestate.com, and I want to thank those who supported me in the latest Locals Love Us survey. I am honored to have been an award winner again this year in the real estate agent category. Okay, some free advice. If you want to list in the spring, now is the time to be readying that property. If you know of issues, don't wait for a buyer's inspector to point those out. Handle them now, on your time frame. And if you're unsure about your home's condition, consider a pre-list inspection from a licensed home inspector. They're incredibly valuable and normally cheaper than you might think. But the peace of mind they'll bring is well worth the expense. Never mind the fact that it'll allow you to handle issues which will make your home show even better. If you've got questions, I've probably got answers. Call me at 903-262-8680 or docdeasonrealestate.com.
At Southside Bank, we offer more than just a mortgage. We offer a relationship. Our team members care about what's important to you and take the time to listen and understand your needs. Whether you're purchasing a home, refinancing, or looking for a construction loan, we've made the process easy. Apply online at southside.com with our easy mortgage loan application, or stop by your local branch to meet with a member of our lending team. Southside Bank, your home loan experts. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't renew your auto and homeowner's insurance until you call me. Jim Tolman Insurance, 509-1300. At Jim Tolman Insurance, we'll go to work for you. And we shop companies you know and trust like Safeco. We're on the loop behind Chuck E. Cheese and on the web, JimTolmanInsurance.com. You do have a choice. Jim Tolman Insurance, 509-1300. We're saving you money is our #1 goal.
An independent insurance agent like Jim Toman offers many companies like Safeco, Travelers, and Progressive to shop for the best available rate and save you money all the time. And also talk to Jim about life insurance. Remember, life insurance isn't for you, it's for the ones you leave behind. Call 903-509-1300. That's 509-1300. Jim's office is on the South Loop in Tyler behind Chuck E. Cheese and on the web at JimTomanInsurance.com. Jim Toman Insurance.
92.1 FM, The Team.
Welcome back to WAG, where the Apache players and their families have gathered at midcourt. This is the final home game of the year, so a celebration before the game and a celebration afterward. The Apaches win tonight. They, again, get a chance to take pictures with their families and be on this court as a player for the final time after going 13-0 this year at Wagstaff Gym. And they defeat the Panola Ponies 90-82, and the Apaches have wrapped up no worse than a share, depending on what Angelina does tonight, no worse than a share of the Region 14 regular season championship, but they have won the regular season because they own the tiebreaker with Angelina. So the Apaches are the 2020 regular season Region 14 champions. They will be the number 1 seed in the tournament, and they will play at 1 o'clock on Thursday after, of course, getting a bye. They clinched a bye about a week ago, but they will play at 1 o'clock next Thursday. But the top seed in the tournament, the head coach, Mike Marquis, is with us. Your regular season Region 14 champion. How's that feel?
Impressed with our kids. I worried all for 2 days. I knew when I sat in my office and cried for 10 minutes writing that script today how emotional they were going to be. And I thought we played that way all night. We were a little distracted. Panola obviously came out and shot it great early. We weathered that storm. We got back in it by halftime. And then just kind of stayed nip and tuck. And every time I thought we got it where we could pull away, we either missed a free throw or they hit a three. And they just, to their credit, I mean, you know, people don't understand about this league. They beat Clarendon, who's a top 10 ranked team, plus the teams they beat in our league. Then they also beat South Plains at South Plains, who everyone tries to rank every year and make them. And we're just not, our league just not getting that kind of credit. So Aaron did a great job with his team, but so proud of my guys. So much fun to see all this go on and see the celebration here at the end.
Yeah, and the families are out there. And again, this has been a group that you've had for 2 years, so kind of hard to part with these guys. You still got some work to do. You hope you've got several games left, but this is a hard group to part with, is it not?
No question. As people, it's just going to be so tough. You know, I always know the games are going to end at some point, but when they leave as people, this will be some tough days for us.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the game. Again, you just said they started out, they hit like 9 threes the first 10.5 minutes of the ball game, but your guys kind of, as they have all year long, they weather those storms, and that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, there's no question. Didn't even panic. I mean, didn't even get flustered. Plus, if they were going to stay that hot, they were going to beat
beat the Lakers. Yeah,
they were going to beat everyone. You know what I'm saying? So by the time we kind of kept that going, then we kind of fought back, and then I think we took a 1-point lead by halftime, and thought we had a chance to run out. But you know, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised we weathered the storm. This team's been that way all year. They've been kind of resilient. They were resilient last year, if you remember, and it's just fun to see them have this kind of success.
All right, go win them. Go to Bossier on Saturday and finish 26-1. And to me, I don't care what happens at the regional. You want to win that too, but I mean, how could they not take you to Hutch no matter what happens after
I'm not even talking about that. So I'm just going to worry about our next game.
Okay.
Thanks.
Spoken like a true coach. I'll see you Saturday.
All right,
okay?
appreciate it, babe.
All right. Again, the Apaches win tonight, 90-82, and go to 25-1 on the season and 17-1 in the league. And they're the regular season champions for 2019 and 2020. Back to wrap it up after this on 92.1 FM The Team.
Classes have begun at TJC, but it's not too late to sign up for spring. How can that be, you ask? Well, it's because of spring mini-semesters. Mini-semesters mean you can start later and move faster at a schedule that's convenient for you. 12-week courses begin February 10th, or if you want to knock out a whole course in half the time, then sign up for the next 8-week mini-semester, which starts March 16th. But don't wait. Classes are filling up fast. Register right now at tjc.edu/register.
There are many puzzling parts of life, but one puzzle that's always easy to solve is which East Texas bank is right for you. If you're puzzled about home loans, auto loans, personal loans, or business loans, come see us at Austin Bank today. Come see why so many East Texans trust Austin Bank for their financial needs. We'll work with you to find a solution to your financial puzzle. Austin Bank, the perfect piece to any financial puzzle. Member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Since 1988, Design Center Signs has been your single-source partner for illuminated signs, electronic message displays, and custom graphics to enhance your brand. Hi, Bill Coates, to remind you that Design Center Signs, a Comet Signs company, has 5 locations in Tyler, Houston, Dallas, Austin, and San Antonio. With these unlimited resources, they can manage any local, regional, or national signage project. Their award-winning team will handle everything from concept artwork to production to installation, wherever your new facility is plan. Whether you're opening your first new business or changing your corporate image, Design Center Signs can make it happen. That's why they've been our longtime partner for your only local news radio, 97.5 FM KTBB and 92.1 FM The Team Sports Radio. Stop by their showroom, Grande Boulevard, between Old Jacksonville Highway and Highway 155 in Tyler, and on the web at DesignCenterSigns.com. Design Center Signs, past winner of the BBB Award for Excellence. Texas license number 18010.
The best dental care is the dental care you never need.
Keeping your teeth are always better than someone else's.
Dr. Dennis Stansberry of Tyler.
Because God gave them to you for a reason. That's the reason for checkups. That's the reason for going regularly. And if you go regularly, you are able to fulfill what I think is the criteria that all dentists ought to shoot for, is that no treatment is better than no treatment.
What's best for you? That's the guiding principle at Stansberry Dental.
There are many times more emphasis is placed on income over outcome. And in the greater scheme of good and bad, that's not good. People still come first. What's best for them always has to be the first concern.
The latest technology, years of experience, and a particular focus on patients as individuals. Dr. Dennis Stansberry, pursuing excellence and comfort in dentistry. In Tyler on Brookside Drive, just north of the Loop. Online at stansberrydental.com. Dennis Stansberry.
92.1 FM, The Team. This is The Team, 92.1 FM, KRWR Tyler. Sports Talk with Bill Coates, 4 to 6. You're on The Team.